Shop in the building tonight. I'm excited. I'm excited.
And the live is started.
And don't forget to record.
Oh, yep. And let's go ahead and do that now. Shop in the building tonight. I'm excited. All right. So our YouTube is on now. And today, especially, I think the folks over on the YouTube side, on the free side now, if y'all haven't noticed by now, I'm doing this thing where I am, I'm comparing. And I think I've already kind of proven my point already, but we're going to see if the folks who are receiving the information for free are getting the same value and the same impact, not same value because the value's there, the same impact as the folks who are literally putting their money to work for them. And we're going to draw some ideas and understandings from this, just about anything that we do. So I know that there are some people who will watch the free content and will make it do what it do, because I was one of those people for a very, very long time. Almost everything that I learned how to do, either I taught myself or I did some heavy research on YouTube University and other methods as well. However, I'm letting y'all know that there is something different about being in the room. So I want to congratulate you all for being in the room. For those who aren't in the room yet, I want to say that I wish you were here. I wish you were here, but it's allowing me to give a little more or a lot more concentrated attention to a certain group of individuals so that I can make sure that we're getting results. And then I'm not responsible for everybody, but if the people on the other side, if you're on the free side watching on YouTube and you're able to get something from this content, I still want to involve you. So like I said, I'm gonna meet you where you're at. I'm gonna always provide the free content. I'm gonna always have something superb to offer when it comes to the paid content as well. I just want y'all to know that this is something that that I'm always going to make sure that I have available on both sides. Okay. All right. So no creative left behind, but some of them gonna get to go faster than others. How about that? Like that's the idea here. So so I want to check in with everyone and just see if you did your exercise, you did your 5-minute exercise. Go ahead and give me a one in the chat. One in the chat. Okay. Good deal. Let's see who did their homework, because that's the only homework I asked y'all to do. Everything else we're going to do together. I'm going to show you that this is not scary at all. There's no fear for this Photoshop or anything else that we're doing in this challenge. No fear. We're dispelling all of that. All right, Davina, Tanisha, Teresa, Kendra, Denise, hey loves, hey, Samela, Keisha, Andrea, Alyssa, Felicia, Linda, Nikita, Sharon, Nicole. And is that LaPortia? I can't see the rest. Let me see if I can. Yep, LaPortia. And I see PA. I just see PA. But Ashley, Katina, Tamika, Latrice, Erica, Michelle, Coach Corey, Latanya. Listen, y'all are doing amazing. And let me know, for the ones that put ones, be 100 with me. If this is helping you to do this exercise, give me a 100. And if it's not helping you or you're not sure, then I just want you to give me like another number that says, if it's helping you 0, give me a 0. If you think it's helping you like a little bit, give me a 50. Or if you think maybe almost 100, just give me a number on 0 to 100. 0 to 100. How is this exercise helping you? How much is this? Oh, woo. Somebody put, who is that? Oh, one billy, millies, trillions, trazillions, 100. Okay, 80 plus. Nicole says it's changing me. Awesome. LaPortia says 90. Good. And I appreciate y'all being honest with me. Let me know, because my goal, like, I can't help anybody work on them until I work on me, and I'm constantly working on me. So please understand that I don't think I have all the answers, and I don't think I am the absolute to anything. So when I'm learning something, I'm trying to see if something that I'm learning to help me is also able to help you. Latanya says I needed that. Okay, awesome. Okay, good deal. So we got that exercise in. So y'all know what time it is. I'm about to ask a question. And just whatever comes to your heart, your mind, your spirit, just make sure you put that word. And I want you to put right now that I feel blank. Just tell me what you feel. We already know E gonna feel goofy. AM, PM, when things are going good, when things are going bad, E's ass is gonna be goofy. I love it though. I love your goofy behind E. Davina says exhilarated. Oh, we need a dictionary to look that one up. Denise says good. Coach Corey is great. All right, Tony the Tiger. Peaceful, Kendra. Awesome. I love that peace. Whew. I tell people all the time, I will pay for peace. Please understand it. It's a price that I don't even think anybody could pay me for my peace right about now. Excited. Good job, Nicole. Samela is ready. Yes. Sandra is hopeful. Yes. Tamika, good. Alyssa, drained. Listen, you're going to have to tell me about that one now. You're going to have to tell me what's going on. Teresa, ready. Ashley, great. LaPortia, good. Matter of fact, Alyssa, go ahead and unmute your mic for me. Let me see what's going on that side. How you doing, my love?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. What's draining you? What's the feeling?
It's the end of a fiscal year. I'm an accountant by trade, so I left my job last month, and I have my own business, and I have all this other stuff. And at the end of the fiscal year, end of the month, end of the quarter, it's just a lot.
I feel you on that. So I'm gonna beg for you to argue with me on this one. So even though you are to your almost limit of work and the capacity that you have to do, you are here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are here. That means you are committed.
Yes.
That means that you are all in, right?
Yes.
How you do anything is how you do everything. And right here, right now, although you are taxed for India, I ain't gonna say drain because you got something left because you're here right now, right? We're here. So I just wanted to check in with you and make sure it wasn't like I'm here, but I don't know if I'm here. So I know you're here.
No. So I'm ready for it to be Friday.
Yes, I feel you, baby. I feel you. And thank you so much. And despite all of that, you are here. And I have to say congratulations. I owe you a high five. You owe yourself a high five for that one. So here they are. Here's your high fives. Thank you so much for coming in despite all that, because I know what you're talking about. And I would love your input afterwards with you being an accountant. I'm sure you have a little information that all of us here would love to hear when you get freed up from the end of this situation that you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to hear some input on, as an accountant, what kind of take you have on entrepreneurship.
Okay.
All right, love. Thank you for sharing with us. And thank you for not being shy, just coming on and telling us like it is. I appreciate it, Alyssa.
Thank you.
You're welcome, love. Okay, I see Teresa's ready. Ashley's great. LaPortia's good. Sharon is great. Latanya's excited. Rashid excited. Oh, I lied. Rashid, you said grateful. I'm sure you're excited too. Tanisha's focused. Michelle's blessed. Yes. Amen. Blessed. Sherry is happy. Yes. I'm over here like I'm getting a little teary-eyed and stuff. All of these things are making me smile. Alicia excited. Katina's willing. Yes. Present. Okay, present. Present is still good. That means you're attentive. You're ready to go. Morticia's good. Andrea's okay. Okay, Andrea, what we talking about? Is that a good okay? Is that a I'm a be all right? Okay, check in with me. Go ahead and unmute your mic, baby. Let me know what's going on. We good, Andrea?
Yes, it's overwhelming day, but I'm gonna be okay.
What do you mean you're gonna be okay, baby? Is there anything that I can help with? Anything that I can help you work out so we can work it out mentally? Just you know, if we need to exercise it a little bit, I'm willing to if you need it, okay?
I just need to get this done and then get some sleep and revive.
Amen. Amen. So let's get it done. Andrew said, I'm ready to get this done and get some sleep. I feel it. And let's catch up on that rest too, y'all. We need rest. I was speaking with Dr. Bobby Price today, who is, if y'all don't know who Dr. Bobby Price is, it's just a phenomenal person and teacher in wellness. And he used to be a pharmacist and has totally shifted everything that he does now as a PhD, as a doctor, into the wellness space is holistic wellness, right? So one thing he was saying today is entrepreneurs, he said, we are the worst, even though he's an entrepreneur too, but he said, we are the worst at taking care of ourselves. Can y'all believe that? If you believe that, like truly, like, because we can believe that, but if we need to shift it, let's shift it. But do you believe that you take the best care of yourself? Let's put it that way. That's the best level things. Do you believe you take the best care of yourself? If so, raise your hand, let me know, because I want to actually see how this response looks. No? Do you believe you could take better care of yourself as an entrepreneur? Do you think that we could actually invest more in ourselves and take better care of ourselves? If so, if that's you, go ahead, show me your hands, raise your hands in the chat, just let me know in some way that's you. So I'm learning a lot about that. It's not just me. It's not just like, we have these alpha personalities sometimes, or we have these very intense personalities. It's not just our personalities. It's the work ethic that we have in order to be entrepreneur, the tenacity that we have to be entrepreneurs is also the thing that doesn't allow us to really take breaks and take care of ourselves and sometimes separate ourselves from the work and work on the business instead of in the business. So as we start, doing more of these challenges, as we start uncovering more of these things about ourselves, I will be bringing some experts in to help us with that. So I was talking to Dr. Bobby, and look him up on Instagram. It's Dr. Bobby Price. He has a book called Vegecation Over Medication. And it's really about how we can use, God's energy in the plants and the herbs in order to be our best form of medicine. Maybe not necessarily, I'm not saying everybody can only use herbal medicine, but it's our best form of medicine. And one of those things that he was saying we don't do is sleep. Can you believe it? He said as entrepreneurs, we don't sleep enough. I don't know. and that we have some really complex and sometimes misleading mantras within this field. So I want to gauge some of those. And this is impromptu. Y'all already know I'm a freestyle with y'all every now and then, but you are in great hands as a guinea pig, trust and believe. I want to know in the chat, if you've heard this before, I want you to give me a 1. If you believe it, I want you to give me a 100. And then if it's not your belief, I want you to give me a 0. So if you heard it, first I'm going to ask you this. If you've heard this, that basically, let's see, what is this one that we do most of the time? And it is hustle hard, like hustle hard, hustle hard, hustle hard. Like if you've heard that before, okay, got you. Okay, y'all heard it. Hustle, 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 just hustle in general, hustle, right? How many of us believe that's how we have to be successful, is to hustle? If you believe that, 100. And if you don't believe that, give me a 0. I want to gauge, like, it's either got to be all in, we're gonna do the black and white on this one. Okay, so most of us 100% believe that. Okay. Most of us 100% believe that. Let's say, what's the next one? As entrepreneurs, like you, and I'm not saying as entrepreneurs, but just in general, that sleep is for the dead. You'll sleep when you're dead. How many of us believe that?
What did C3?
0. Sleep is for the dead. Okay, so we have mostly zeros there. Like, we're not necessarily believing that one. Okay. But some of us do. I see some of us do. So that's more of an extreme expression. Okay, like I sleep when I'm dead. Like right now, I'm gonna grind it out. I'm gonna hustle until I can't. Okay, all All right. So I see that. Now with those, oh, it just says me. So we have some that actually that do subscribe to that. And I want to say that there's no right or wrong here, because it's really dependent on what we're motivated by, right? If I have to be this motivated on 1,000 in order to feel like I can take my family out of a position that I don't want to see them in, then there's no way you're going to tell me I'm wrong for feeling like that. So I'm not here to tell anybody they're wrong for feeling any type of way. But I do want to recognize that there are, here's one that's the other extreme of this. I want to figure out this one too. How many of us believe that we should be working smart and not hard? Working smart and not hard. Is that 0 or 100? Okay. 100. Okay. 100. Okay, mostly 100s. So those are all different ways that we can think of our work ethic, right? And we think of work ethic, we think in terms of how much energy we're willing to put into something in order to, get that anticipated output out, right? So if we say that we should work smart, not hard, and we almost have a consensus on that, regardless of whether we're one of those people that just believe, hey, I sleep when I die, like 100, pedal to the metal 100% of the time, or even if we believe that, that hard work is still important. We still feel like, regardless of what level of extreme we are on that, we all are here and we know we're all working hard, but we all agree that we should be working smart versus hard. Okay. I thought I saw a 0 there, but that was a JK, just kidding. Okay, so if that's how we feel, I want us to before we get started today, we're going to do something, an activity, and I want y'all to write this down. MWA. Okay, that stands for a minimum wage activity.
You better say that, Shanon.
Somebody knows where I'm going with this right now. Somebody knows, and somebody that doesn't know is going to be real excited once we start to turn this thing to where people feel like, oh, it's not just me. Oh, shoot. Then I don't feel bad anymore. I know there's a solution. If it's not just you, we're going to identify that. You got your pen? So what I want for you to do right now, I want you to take just a couple of minutes, and we're going to say these things out loud as well. But I want y'all to type them, because I'm going to call on you as you're typing them. And then I might ask you to explain to me what you mean by that. Okay. All right. So y'all ready? So MWAs are minimum wage activities. Now, all of us are not, full-time entrepreneurs, and many of us are full-time entrepreneurs, but we're overtime entrepreneurs, meaning that we're working so much time in the business that we're not really working on the business, and we become the supplier of the time and the energy that's required to do the minimum wage activities. So what I would like for us to do together is to identify within our businesses, within our business model, what are some of the minimum wage activities. Now we got to be honest with ourselves about this stuff. What are some things that you're doing right now that basically you could actually pay somebody minimum wage and probably even train them minimally, right, in order to do some of these tasks that you're doing? So let's y'all go ahead and put some of them in the chat too, so that I can see which ones we might need to elaborate. Okay, Keisha, weeding. So for those of you who may not understand what that is, in vinyl, when you have the excess material that you need to pull away from the vinyl design, that's weeding. That should be on everybody's minimum wage activity list. And listen, if I say something that you don't have on your list, put it on your list, okay? Put it on your list, because what we're going to start doing is we're going to start identifying ways that we can be working smarter and not necessarily harder, okay? And sometimes we're going to have to give up a little bit of money in exchange for our time back, okay? So we're going to discuss some of these things that might have you reclaiming your time, okay? All right, so weeding for sure. Davina, so you said supply. What is that? Supply RUS? What's that? I might need you to unmute for me and tell me that one, love.
I was trying to write supply runs, like going.
Oh, yes, runs. Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. Please, 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 please. Everyone put that on your list of MWAs. Okay. Supply runs. And I will say that I've probably made 3 trips to Walmart this year. Every other trip to Walmart has been done by Walmart.com and they deliver to me. Like, I am that serious about time now. And I'll pay the tip, I'll pay the fee, whatever that is, so that I can focus my energy on the task at hand. Because even Davina will tell you, she's seen me in real time, in real life. In first person, all of the things that pull on me in a single day. And one of those things just for me will not be bagging my own groceries and checking myself out at Walmart and putting those things in my vehicle and pulling those things out of my vehicle back. And no, it's just not, that's not going to be me anymore. And it's only because I had to recognize that those were minimum wage activities. Okay. Let's see, Tamika, pack and ship. Absolutely. Especially if you have regular orders, why wouldn't that be something you start training someone to do? And I'll tell you, it's all of these tasks are going to be extremely hard to let someone else do. And the reason why is because most of us aren't full entrepreneurs yet. You know what we are? Solopreneurs. And I want you to let that sink in a little bit. A solopreneur is, I got this. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna do everything myself until you completely burn out and you're going off on the people that's closest to you and that love you the most. And you just don't have the attention. You don't have the energy to devote to the same people that you're sacrificing everything for. Wait a minute. That doesn't sound like what the reason why we signed up for entrepreneurship is to buy back our time, is to spend time with our family, is to give the attention, affection, and the resources to those that we love, right? But we end up, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna say we end up, because I know this. I'm still working on this. We end up in a position where we're putting so much on ourselves that we are becoming that boss that we didn't even like. Come on. Some of us have left the 9-to-5 to get into a 24/7. If that's you, just say me. Just be honest and just say me. If you left your 9-to-5 or you intend to leave your 9-to-5, but you're working the 24/7, because even outside of the clock, you're pushing for energy, you're pushing for time. You want this to work. You know you want it to work. You have the devotion, you have the dedication, you have the discipline. But some of us are so disciplined to the extent where we're stubborn and we're not using the best of our resources. We're not working in our zone of genius, this top zone of genius. We're still working the bottom level is to work on the actual thing, is to provide the resources, provide the minimum wage activity, right? Some of us are in that area because we don't know or we don't trust someone else to provide that for us. So I want us to understand that in order to break this cycle of just working hard and trading time for money, we're in the cycle of trading time for money. We have to get outside of that scope and back up and see what things can I let go of, including money. You're going to have to let go of the money in order to pay someone to do these tasks. Just, that's a hint. But outside of just thinking about how much it costs, think about what you could do with the time that you buy back, right? So a lot of the resources that we're investing in, whether it be a template like the templates in the Innate Academy, whether it be somebody coming in to help weed our vinyl, whether it be someone coming in to physically ship out our orders, we're doing those things. We're investing in those things so that, number one, they should be paying for itself, okay? That's how we have to think. This is how wealthy people think of things. They can be grossing $200 million a year. They can be netting $200,000 a year. And that's perfectly acceptable to them because all they want to do is make sure that they're buying their time. They're not the ones sitting in the office 60 hours a week grinding their gears, right? They're still going to make their 6 figures, but they're not going to be the one grinding their gears. We have to understand that in order to have that wealth, we also need to think like the wealthy. It's the who, not the what. Who can I put in place, right? Not what necessarily needs to be done. So right now we're identifying some what's so that we can define the who's and put some who's in place. All right, so let's keep going through this, and I'm gonna go through this concept a little bit more. Pack and ship, weeding for sure. Yep, social media and marketing. That is a good one. Social media and marketing. I want y'all to write that down as a minimum wage activity. Why? Because some of us are spending so much time and energy on developing these things that there are some tools that can be placed or put into place that will not only create the social media for us, but actually post it in certain times a day. So we're not racking our brains trying to figure out, oh, did I post 3 or 4 times today? Like I said, we're going to talk about working smart, not hard. Nicole, inventory, absolutely. Sitting there counting all that stuff. Who's sitting there still counting all your stuff? We got to be honest with ourselves. So maybe even if you don't have a staff member there that's there every single day, how many of us have kids? And they don't have to be your kids. They could be your niece and nephews, hint, hint, that are able to do things like count a certain number of shirts. If you have that available to you, then let me see you wait. Like you have kids, and okay. So let's stop giving the kids all the breaks, and let's start letting them have some type of investment in the business. Because number one, somebody here could tell you that that's a tax write-off. Hello. The second thing is it can start leading to you doing something called delegation. So if you're able to delegate some work, that means not only have you given the work away, but you've trusted someone else to be responsible for that task. And in trusting someone else to be responsible for that task, yes, you're probably going to give up a little bit of money, but what you're really gaining is not necessarily anything monetary as much as it is your time and your mental space. So now you have the ability to think and grow rich. Okay, so we're like I said, this concept that we're working on is the who, not the what. Most of us want to be the smartest in the room. We want to be the most expert in anything that we do within our group, within our business, right? We want to be these things. However, I'm learning to shrink. I didn't know this. I thought that I had to be the best at everything that I did. I thought I had to be the best in my organization. No, you want to be, of all the people that are in your group that's going to grow you in your business, you actually want to be the dumbest in the room. Never thought I would ever say that out loud. But I'm learning that. Have you ever realized why you could have these people that have all of these resources, all of these riches, and you're like, golly, that person just don't happen to be the brightest bulb, right? Or how do you have all these resources and you can't do the things that I could do, but I'm working for you? How many of us have felt like that? And we got to acknowledge that there's something smart to that. The smart thing is that they don't have to be the smartest in the room, but they got the smartest in the room working for them and questioning why they're working for them. And most of the time, we're not even questioning why we're working for them. We're just doing the work. We're just expecting the paycheck. And they're coming up on the backs of people who are smarter than them, more resourceful than them, more knowledgeable and wise than them in this very subject that they're helping them make money do. Now we got to flip. Sometimes we like to think of how unfair something is, but really what we need to be doing is breaking it down. How does it work? How is that working? How does this principle actually work? So now we need to find people who are experts. If you're not the expert weeder, find someone who is an expert weeder, somebody that loves doing this stuff and will pick that. Like, I cannot stand touching a weeding tool. I cannot stand vinyl. I cannot stand turning that cutting machine on. However, I know some people, that's their therapy. That's their jam. That's their joint, right? Put somebody like that in that field. That is someone who would be an expert in that field, who won't be perturbed, bothered, whose lips won't be turned up the whole time, whose eyebrows not going to be crunched up while they're doing it. They're going to enjoy the task. Put that person in that spot. And then allow yourself to free up that time and energy to work on, oh my gosh, you know what? I didn't even think about this, but now I have some space to, I can start working on this program or this product that I wanted to put out. I didn't even know I was going to have this time to do this. That's what'll start happening. Your mind will start to open up. Your time will be yours again. And you will start to develop things that you didn't think you could develop because you didn't think you had the time. You do have the time. We're choosing the minimum wage activities over the gifts that God has given us directly, right? And I don't think we've ever really thought about it like that. When we choose to do the minimum wage activities versus saying, God, I know you gave me all these talents and gifts, and I know there's this idea that came to me in a dream and I haven't put it to work yet. I've done that way too many times. I know you have too. You watched somebody invent something on Shark Tank that you invented 10 years ago. You've watched that happen. You've seen somebody do a design, or you've seen somebody do something that you thought of and you said, man, I thought of that 3 years ago. Okay, well, we're able to buy our time and put that idea to work, because that was probably one of the many $1 million ideas that you have, right? So if we get in that right mind frame, we won't be sad or won't feel like we're actually losing anything by putting resources towards saving us time and reclaiming that energy that we need so that we are no longer working in the business, but we're working on the business, okay? So bookkeeping, yes, one of those things, Linda, I'm still trying to get on that bookkeeping thing because I've been doing all of that stuff myself. It's been stressing me out. Then I have to become an avid researcher because I can't just halfway do anything. I have to be an expert at anything that I do. So I'm becoming experts in all these things, and it's not necessary. If that's not what's essentially if I don't plan on teaching it and mastering it and teaching it, it should not be the thing that I'm learning. I should be learning just in knowledge, there's the breadth of knowledge, which is how much you know, like on a wide scale. I know a lot of things wide scale, but then there's the depth of knowledge, how deep you go into that knowledge, right? So are all of us trying to be bookkeepers and expert weeders? And you know what? I know how to create a shipping label with my eyes closed. If they aren't the things that you're trying to master and teach, let's figure out a way to get somebody else to do that task, okay? And I'm telling you this from someone who never, ever wanted to let go of anything, never wanted to delegate anything. So that is the number one thing that I hear my dad say whenever I get super overwhelmed. I got to a point one time where I was almost having a full-blown anxiety attack. And the only word that I could hear and the only voice I could hear was my dad. And I heard him just saying, delegate. That's the only word I could hear. And it was repeated, delegate, delegate. And I couldn't understand why delegation would ease my anxiety. But delegation takes all of the pressure off of you and allows you to give yourself some grace and to give yourself some space to do the things that you were truly intended to do. That's why we get overwhelmed, because we feel like the work that we're doing is not getting us to the point that we're supposed to be. So we're getting all this overwhelmed, not because there's so much work to do, because we're the one doing it. And we're not seeing the results that we want because we're not in the lane we're supposed to be in. So let's acknowledge the lane that we're supposed to be in and really start acknowledging the lane that we're not supposed to be in first. Once we start to see those tasks, let's put someone in place for those things. Even for graphic design, a lot of you, how many of you actually, give me a 1 right now if the templates, just enabling just using templates has enabled you to free up some design in your business in some way or another. Just using templates. Listen, but so it's the same idea, the same way that you'll invest in the templates to save you some time and some energy, right? You're going to do the same thing in other areas of your business. So it's 3 things that we need to be looking at. And I want you to write all 3 of these words down. We're not going to tackle all of this today. This is just an activity to get us thinking on those things. Okay. So you have delegation. Delegation means that you are going to make sure that someone else is responsible for that task. Okay. Then automation. Automation means, is there anything that I can use or anything that I can do to make sure that this task is is done on a schedule, is done automatically on its own, or it reduces my time handling this task in some capacity, right? So some form of it is automated. And a lot of you recognize these terms too, or recognize these processes too, because that's the whole reason why the templates were even designed, right? But let's take it outside of these templates. This could be our whole life we're talking about right now. So we talked about delegation, talking about automation, and then optimization, okay? Optimization means, are we doing everything at its optimal level, at its highest level of performance, at its most efficient, at its most effective? That's what optimal means. Optimal is a tiny hair of a notch below perfect, right? Optimal just means as close to perfect as can be, right? So if we could look at those three things, and we can start with this list of minimum wage activities, then we can start to identify some places where, let's talk about delegation. Delegation, I want you to, right next to delegation, I want you to put the word VA, which is a virtual assistant. VA, virtual assistant. That's one of the ways that we can delegate tasks. Secondly, yep, VA, virtual assistant. Then when next to, let's see, we talked about automation. So automation, I want you to look at some things that can help you automate your process. Yes, we have templates. You can definitely put templates next to that, okay? That's one thing you can do. But in addition to that, with the automation, I want you to look at apps like Hootsuite, 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 and Later. We talked about social media. Those are websites that can help you with timing. It's Hootsuite. Hold on, I'll type it, baby. It's like this, Hootsuite. I couldn't type because I was having my fingers all in the air. Y'all know I talk with my hands.
Like a hotel suite.
Okay, Hootsuite, absolutely. The other one is an app called Later, Later. Okay, so those are resources that we can recognize that it can help us with some of the tasks that we have to do in automating them. So what it can do is you can automate, like for the next 30 days, if you wanted something to show up on your social media once a day for the next 30 days, it can manage that for you. And it's not even a human being that you have to pay. It might be something that you may pay $20 a month or something like that for an advanced subscription to something like this. Okay. So can we understand and agree that that $20, and to set that up for maybe once or twice a month will be worth it, not to be sitting here? Like, how many of us like really do like lose sleep over what we're going to be posting on social media? Anybody like literally is sitting up there in the middle of the night trying to figure out, oh my gosh, I got to post this. I could post that tomorrow, but on Friday I should post this. Like, how many of us are really wasting that mental energy? We're grinding gears thinking about things that are so like they're so insignificant to what your mind can really produce, that is taking up space. It's taking up that real estate. Okay, so those are some tools we can use for automation. And then for optimization, basically making sure we have streamlined processes. This is one of those things we can do right now for optimization. This is literally an audit. What you're doing right now, you're writing things down. You're writing down your minimum wage activities. You're auditing your business. Okay. I want you to audit your business, audit your circle, audit your actual friendship circle. I don't know if I didn't make that clear enough the first time. Audit the people that you're around, so that when you're optimizing what it is that you're doing, you're only surrounded by those. And probably nobody expected this to be a solution of optimization, but you changing the people that you're around, the people that you talk to, the people that you share your ideas with, the people that you tell like what you're doing next to, can be a huge difference in how you're able to make the next move, how you even think about the next move. How many of us have told somebody an idea that we have, and then you end up regretting it because you feel like they don't really get you. They're trying to talk you out of it. They don't really understand. And in that case, we have to understand, yes, I see. Yeah, me too. almost every time, sometimes I let something out of my mouth that is a great idea or a bigger idea. If you're not talking to the right people, you're going to instantly regret that discussion. Because first of all, the last thing that you need to do is discuss your grand ideas with a mediocre mind, period. But at the same time, when you're telling people like what you're doing on this journey and this phase, and all they can say is, girl, you need to just, like, you don't need to just tell me anything because you don't understand my vision. You don't understand where I'm going. But how many of you have shared that with somebody in this group? And they're like, girl, I know, me too. Oh yeah, that sounds like me too. That's almost what you need to hear and understand in order to truly get past the phase where you feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You need to understand that there are people that feel just like you, who would encourage you to be on your path, that there are people who can help you optimize your path. And part of the people that can help you optimize your path are people who can help you lead this very daunting task that we're looking at. All right. And it's not just me. You're looking at people that are your peers that can help lead you. You're looking for somebody that can help you make a TikTok video. There's somebody sitting right next to you on this screen that makes TikTok videos like that. Okay. There's somebody that is sitting right next to you on this screen who can make a design in 1 minute, not 5 minutes with 5-minute template. They could do it in 1 minute with their eyes closed if they had to. Okay. So what I'm asking you to do is to audit. And Emma, if that's you, stop. Please, because that's being rude. You understand? Okay. So yeah, go ahead and restart your computer, please. So what I'm asking you to do right now is to audit your circle, audit your understanding of the resources that are available to you. Some of these resources are the people that are in the groups with you. Let's figure out what we do best and let's get on that track. And the things that we don't do best, let's find a mentor. Do you hear what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be somebody who is who has a program. What I'm talking about is finding somebody who knows how to do something better than you and finding out how to get to that information faster so that you can get to your success faster. Okay. So that's what we're working on right now. That's a part of what we're doing today. What we're doing in this mode is we're going to work on a Photoshop file. And this Photoshop file is not just a design file. It is literally intended to help you think in order to optimize your process, in order to automate the process of design, but also helping you so that you can delegate tasks as well, right? So even if you need help designing, you should be able to just provide an image, say what color you need something to be, and this is for your customers as well. Now you have a process for streamlining what you're doing and how much time you spend talking to a customer and how much time you spend trying to explain something or prove something to them. That time is cut down now so we can focus on other things. Okay. So this is a major topic. And no, this is absolutely not off topic. This is absolutely on topic, because what we're here for, what this entire challenge is for, is not just to learn how to design. This challenge is so that we learn how to design our life, so that we learn how to design our business, so that we learn how to scale what it is that we're doing, so that we don't have to do this forever. We don't have to not sleep. We don't have to sleep when we're dead. We can sleep tonight, which some of us have already identified. We need to sleep tonight. Okay. All right. So we're going to get onto that point. I want to make sure that we all are ready for the Photoshop part right now. And I thank you all. Thank you for cutting on your cameras, and so that I can see your faces, because I love to actually talk to y'all and not necessarily to my Zoom screen. So I appreciate you. We're going to cut the cameras off now, though. So now that we cut the cameras off, we'll be able to pull up the Photoshop, and it won't drag down your computer. This is why we never have our cameras on while we're doing Photoshop on Zoom, because it's very intense. So thank y'all. I appreciate it. Anyone have any question before we begin? Because we're going to go ahead and start on the Photoshop side. So hopefully that gave everybody enough time to download your file. Y'all have everything unzipped. And if you don't have it unzipped, I need somebody to give me a 2 right now. If you don't have your file unzipped, Give me a 2, because some people might not understand that you have to unzip that file. And if that's the case, I want to make sure I'm not overlooking anyone. You're welcome, Teresa. You're welcome, Tanisha. All right, so no one needs to know how to unzip a file. Excellent. All right, if you have your file unzipped, and let's see, what's the name of the file? There should be a 181 folder that once it's unzipped, you should see a 13x19 file. If you see that 13 by 19 file, go ahead and give me a 1. Go ahead and give me a 1. Okay, awesome. Now at this point, I'm going to be testing out everyone's ability to, well, not everyone, but when I call your name, I need you to do me a favor. So let's see, Davina, can you do me a favor and mute your mic and share your screen for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We're about to get into the nitty gritty now. And let me move this off of my screen. How do I move this off of my screen?
You'll be happy to know I'm on a PC now.
What? Well, I'm not happy for that. I'm just saying it's familiar to me. All right, so perfect. So you have your 13 by 19 file there. Now I want to ask, can everyone see Davina's screen? If you can see Davina's screen, go ahead and give me a 1 in the chat.
1.
All right, and let me see. Does that that's not my chat. That's the participants. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for the chat to move, and I'm looking mighty crazy. Okay, awesome. All right, so you should be in, and just to give you how this works, you should have, if you have 2 screens, you have dual screens. On the main screen, the screen number 1 should be your Photoshop. On the secondary screen or your external screen should be how you're watching Davina right now, or how you're watching whoever's up on the Zoom screen. Your Zoom should be on screen number 2. If you have 2 different devices, then one device should be your Zoom, and that should be like just how you're watching what's going on today. And then the other device should still have Zoom on it, but that's what you're going to be doing your Photoshop on exclusively. Okay. So I need y'all to know that that's how we're having things set up. If you don't have that setup done, then please, we're going to record the video, but I won't be able to help y'all set that up because we set that up yesterday. We took about an hour of time to make sure everybody had that set up yesterday. Okay. If you don't have that set up, it's cool. Hang out with us and the recording will be available for you to catch up. Okay. All right. So Davina, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to turn on my marker here. If you would right click on your file there and go to open with. Now, the reason why some of us have to go through this because you have to train your computer to open that type of file with Photoshop. So we go to open with and let's choose Photoshop 2022. And once you have that open, I want you to give me a 3, please, a 3 in the chat once you have it open. Awesome. All right. And for those on TikTok and YouTube, y'all can watch what we're doing. If y'all want to sneak peek to see what we're doing on YouTube or TikTok and Instagram, y'all can check us out on YouTube so you can actually see what's going on, the artwork and everything that's going on right now. All right. So
Miss Jones said no.
Hold on a second, Emma. I got it. All right, so let's take a look at which is being let in right now, letting her in. Okay, so I have 1s, 3s. Okay, so Miss Jones, can you let me know what's going on your end? Just unmute really quick and let me know what's going on. Were you not able to right click and open with Photoshop? I don't hear anything, love. Okay, so let's go ahead and move forward. So once you have the file open, it should look like Davina's screen right now. However, what I said we were going to do is we are going to work on the workspace first. Okay.
I have a Mac, so mine is different. So I don't know how to bring it over to
Okay, you should still be able to. I did this on a Mac today. You can right click on the file and go to open with. It doesn't give you that option.
hold on. It's like I'm viewing it now, and I go to file, and it say open recent. That's it, or open.
No. What we did was we actually went to the. So you would go to the Finder, wherever the file is located, and right click on the actual file in the folder. But if you already have Photoshop open, you can just go to regular old file and open, and you can find that file.
Okay, so okay, I'll do it that way.
Okay. Yep. So you can do that either way. I was just
Okay.
showing y'all a way that will train your computer to recognize that these type of files are to be opened with Photoshop. And as you train your computer in the future, all you do is just double click on it and it'll automatically start opening up in Photoshop.
That's fine. Okay, so this is the first time I'm using Photoshop. Never used it. This is my first time, so I'm going along.
Okay, love. Let me know when you have the file open, okay? So we don't move forward. I want to make sure you have the file open. Okay, and as a matter of fact, Davina, what I'm going to do, Mrs. Jones, go ahead and share your screen for me if you don't mind, because I want to make sure that you being a first time Photoshop user too, we can go ahead and get your workspace set up.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I think I'm all over the place.
It's okay, and that's what I'm saying. If you share your screen, I'll make sure that you have it on point. I got you.
Can you see? No.
It should. It might make you hit. So when you share the screen, you have to hit one more button to make sure that it actually confirms that you want to share your screen. I think it might be a blue share screen button after you hit the green.
Oh, okay. So it's desktop, correct?
It should. Do you have two screens or just one screen?
I have my iPad and then I'm on my MacBook.
Okay, so then it would just be desktop. So if you had two screens, it's going to ask you screen 1 or 2. But because you only have one screen on that device, yes, you can tell it. I think it will be your desktop. I'm not sure what the app says, but I'll let you know if I see it.
And then it says, hold on 1 second. It's giving me, I don't know why it's giving me a hard time. Give me a privacy. This damn Mac. Excuse me, this Mac.
Yeah, it's because you have a Mac. Okay, so if a privacy screen shows up, it's probably going to be like a little padlock in the bottom left corner of that window. It looks like a master lock. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so you have to hit that to unlock it. You have to allow Zoom to share your screen. So whatever that permission is, allow it, and then you have to go lock it back.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's but the plus side is that Macs are supposed to be a lot more secure, right?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, perfect.
Can you see it now?
Let's see, it's not showing up quite yet. It's not even, it's not even telling me that it's showing up yet.
Hold on. Okay, it's there.
Okay, all right, I'm seeing something.
Okay.
Looks good. Okay, so yep, so now you have to close that lock back up. Yep. Okay, perfect. Now you can close that out. And then you should be good with the screen recording. There you go.
181, but I'm here at
okay. So go back to that folder. I'm going to show you the way that I was just showing everyone else. Go back to that folder you just were showing that had your 181 in it.
Okay.
And then I want you to hit close right here, or because Photoshop is not going to open anything if that dialog box is open. So go ahead and hit close.
Okay. So close this one right here.
No.
This one back here.
No, you can close this one. I was saying there's a button called close. Do you see me drawing on your screen?
Okay, gotcha.
There you go.
Okay. And where is it?
Okay, so
It
that
don't
would be the
disappear.
Finder. Go right here to your Finder. I think that is where your folder is. That's the
Okay.
equivalent to the Explorer in the Windows. Do you see where I'm drawing this arrow right now?
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. All right. So what I want you to do is right click on that file right there. Not on the file name, but on the actual icon for the file.
Uh-huh.
You right click on it. It should give you some
Mhm.
options.
I double click.
Okay, I need you to right click, love. And you can close out of that because see what happens, it automatically just wants to open it up in any kind of photo viewer type of software. We're gonna right click on the image.
I did.
And Alyssa says you have to hold control to right click.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
control, and I'm learning too. I don't know anything about Mac.
Okay.
There we go.
Me,
Right there.
go ahead.
Open
Okay.
with. It's okay. Look, this is a community. We got you. They got you too. Open with, and then let's do Adobe Photoshop 2022.
Did I do
All
it?
right.
Oh.
It's there.
Oh.
Should be open it up and then hit OK. There you go. I'm gonna clear my drawings off and go ahead and keep your screen up because I think that what we're gonna do is we're gonna start on your screen. And if somebody else needs help, then I'll switch onto their screen. Okay.
Okay. It says okay. I clicked okay. I seen something.
I thought I saw you click OK too. Now, are you
I
shift
did.
clicking or are you just regular clicking?
I clicked. You see?
Okay, Felicia says 2 fingers. Oh, you can use 2 fingers to right click. I didn't know that, but we're not right clicking on that. So is it not allowing anything else to happen in Photoshop right now?
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, try
clicking it.
don't allow and see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want it not to allow, but
Maybe it's loading. Oh, see this thing up here is loading.
oh no, I
The
didn't
little
see.
colorful thing. This thing.
Okay.
Oh, see it's something is loading.
Well, all right. So we'll let that load. Let me see if anyone else has any issue right now. Okay, Davina says it looks like it's frozen or moving slow, and Davina has a or had had a Mac too. She's on the PC side right now. So
man.
if that's the case, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the screen share because the screen share right now on Zoom is probably slowing down your process too. And then if it's just a computer that's going to be moving slow because we're on Zoom and doing it live, then just stick around with us and then you can watch the video later and follow along. But if your computer gives you issues, it's more than likely because Photoshop is stressing it out and it's okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome, love. Let's see. I'm good. Okay. All right. So let's see. Was everyone, if you were not able to open your file and you need help opening the file right now, go ahead and give me a 2. Now, if the file didn't download, there's nothing we're going to be able to do at this point because we need to go ahead and get it going, okay? So no 2s. All right, and one of my people that it's your very first time using Photoshop, I think we had 4 of them. Give me a 100 again. Okay. So Willette, go ahead and share your screen with me. And if you can't see, there should be a green share screen button at the bottom of your screen. You should be able to click on that, and you might have to answer some questions if you're on a Mac in order to allow it to screen share. And if you're not able to screen share, okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. You got it. And go ahead and unmute your mic for me because now you have the floor. So people that are new to Photoshop or just new to how this works in general, you don't want to blurt out a turn. You don't want to unmute your mic. You can put in the chat if you need help. I'm going to be checking in to see when you need help. If you need help, put it in the chat and do not unmute your mic because then it will become confusing on who needs help, okay? And when I ask you to share your screen, that is your turn to have the floor, okay? All right. So Willette, are you ready?
I think I am.
All right, okay, I gotta ask this again. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, there you go. And here's another word. You know how we took try out of the vocabulary this week. We took can't out of the vocabulary this week. Here's a harder one we're gonna do. What did you just say? I think.
I think.
Okay, so I think we're gonna replace with I believe.
Okay.
Okay, so I believe has more conviction to it, right?
Right.
All right, so we're gonna say I believe. And if we're ever telling somebody what we think, if we say what we believe, they can't fight us on what we believe, right? They can challenge us on what we think, because they can challenge you can challenge me on what I believe. So I believe I'm ready. That's at least showing that, you know, that's an improvement in our positive direction. All right, so you're ready. You didn't even say I believe I'm ready. You said I'm ready. So let's go. Let's get it. Okay, so the first thing I want us all to do is set up our workspace so that we see all the same tools and everything. Okay, so I'm going to be drawing on your screen, love. Let me know if you see this. I want everyone to go up to window. Okay, go up to window. Do you see where I drew on the screen right there? Circled it. Okay, perfect. And we're going to go to workspace. I need everyone to do this together, okay? And then I want you to choose graphic and web.
Okay.
Okay, Rashid, you're trying to get in. Let me check and see. Do I have anybody hanging? I got you, Rashid. I'm letting you in right now. I'm going to turn on the sound. It's a little disruptive sometimes, but I'll turn it on. If y'all hear a sound and I just keep talking, remind me to check and see if anybody needs to be let in. Okay. All right. So let's do this one more again. We're going to do this one more again. All right. We're going up to window. And just demonstrate it for me. I know you already did it, but it's okay. Well, let's go up to window up top here. Can you click on that for me? Is it not letting you do it?
Okay.
All right, perfect. Now we go to workspace.
Okay.
Now, the next time we do this, we already have graphic and web selected. Now we want to choose reset graphic and web. Now, the reason why you want to click reset graphic and web is because sometimes we edit that workspace, and unless we reset it, it's not going to be the default settings. Okay, so let's go to reset, see if anything changes. All right, and if you completely missed that step, or you got something wrong there, I want you to give me a 2. Okay, I want you to give me a 2. Okay, Rashid, go ahead and share your screen for me. We'll let you doing a beautiful job. Keep it up, keep it up.
Okay.
And Rashid, go ahead and share your screen with me. Perfect. All right, so here we are. And Rashid, you might have to plug your laptop in, love, because this Photoshop is gonna eat up some power. I already ate up some power with my speech earlier. All right, so we're gonna go up here to the top where it says window. And then Emma, you can follow along here. Let's go to the top where it says window. And then let's go to graphic and web. Don't talk out loud because everybody else has to concentrate too. Graphic and web. There you go. All right. And then we're going to go up to window one more time. And we're going to go to workspace, and we're going to go to reset graphic and web. And we're going to reset just to make sure that we have the default settings for Photoshop for graphic and web. Okay. Now, if you have that set and your screen looks like this, I want you to go ahead and give me a 1. Give me a 1. And if you still need help, something didn't go right, I need you to give me a 2. All right, I see all 1s. Up, Miss Jones. Did I see a 2? Okay, Miss Jones, go ahead and share your screen with me. Doing a great job, Rashid. Hold tight for me. Watch out for a second. You're supposed to go to window, workspace, graphic and web, window, workspace, reset graphic and web. Now, don't mess with anything else, okay? Because you change your opacity there. Okay. All right, all right. So, Ms. Jones, I don't see your screen share. Okay, I got you. It's okay if you want to just hang out with us. That's cool too. But we'll have the recording for you. All right, and I got Emma set up. Latrice, go ahead and share your screen, please, love. All right, so let's make your Photoshop full screen, please. There you go. Okay, and Latrice, do you have dual screen set up, or are you working on two different devices? Can you hear me? If you can unmute your mic for me. And I can't hear you, just in case you're speaking. But I'm just letting you know, if you're trying to follow, like if you're trying to close down your Photoshop and follow on the same screen, it's going to be very, very difficult. So if you have a second device, like a iPad or something else that you can watch the Zoom on versus trying to watch the Zoom on the same device and the same screen that you're doing the Photoshop, it's almost guaranteed you're not going to be able to follow like that, because you won't be able to have your Photoshop and your browser window open at the same time in order to follow along. But I'm going to go ahead and get you set up on this step right here. Let's go ahead and go to Window. Okay, let's go to Workspace. And you already have Graphic and Web selected. Now let's go to Reset Graphic and Web. Perfect. Now everyone should be caught up to the same point right now. So we're going to all do this together. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I go slow, and I'm going to check on you all as we go through these steps. Okay, so right here where it says Properties, I want you to click on that Properties tab. Right here. You see where I'm drawing on your screen? I just want you to click on that Properties tab. Where it says Properties. And I think your computer might be going kind of slow, because I can kind of slowly see the mouse moving over that. And if I need to come off of the screen share to let you have better control, then I will. Do you see the word Properties? I'm drawing an X on it right now. Okay, so that's the one that we need to have. The thing that we don't need, so everybody's going to right click on the word Libraries, right click on the word Libraries on that tab and go to Close, not Close tab group, but only the Close, just Close. Okay, you're going to do the exact same thing where it says Layer Comps, right click on Layer Comps and go to Close. Perfect. All right. Next, we're going to expand this little panel right here with those double arrows. I want you to click on those double arrows. It will expand that panel. Perfect. Then I want you to take your Layers tab, and you're going to drag your Layers tab right up here where History is. So pick it up, and then you'll start to see it highlight like a blue box around this area. As you move closer to where that Layers tab is. Perfect, right there. Perfect. All right. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take the Layers tab and bring it in front of the Color tab. Right there. Perfect. Then you're going to take your History tab and drag it behind your Layers tab. That's the easiest way to get layers in the front. There you go. Perfect. That's it. So now your workspace is set up. So I want you to pause right there. Everybody check out this screen. If your screen looks like this, if your workspace looks like this, go ahead and give me a 1. If your workspace looks different, like you missed a step somewhere, maybe you didn't pull the right thing in the right place, I want you to give me a 2 so I can go ahead and get you caught up, okay? So give me a 1 if your workspace looks correct. Stop doing that, Emma. I want you to give me a 2 if you need some help right now. All right, we're all ones, two.
Morticia.
More. Okay, Morticia, go ahead and share your screen for me. Latrice, you're doing a great job. Hang tight, hang tight. All right, and Morticia, if you can't do the screen share, just let me know, love. If it's not working for you, let me know. There we go, it's coming up. Okay, so your screen is correct. So go ahead and make it full screen. Is there something that you didn't think was correct here? And you can
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Let me turn
okay.
this down.
So yeah,
Okay.
you have to have the volume off on, if you have two devices, you have to have the volume and the speaker off on one of them.
Okay. So I guess down under properties, this extra stuff down here, I don't know.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's actually good. That's good stuff there. Some people may or may not see it depending on if they have those things expanded or not. So
Okay.
you're great. And I'm glad you noticed that. Look at you being all attentive. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do, and we can stay on your screen for this. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to name this setup. We're going to go up here to window. Window. Yeah. Then we're going to go to workspace, and everybody do this. And then we're going to go to new workspace. Okay, new workspace. Perfect. And I just want you to put your name there. Just put your name. And there's a reason for this in the future. So just do the exact steps as I tell you. Go ahead and check off these three things here. And I want you to hit save. Okay. Now I'm going to show you an extra tip or a couple of extra tips for your workspace that will probably help a lot of you. And maybe, some people don't know about these. So we're going to go up to the hamburger menu while we're on the layers tab. So you should see layers here. It's the hamburger menu. So go ahead and click on the hamburger menu. And I want you to go to panel options down towards the bottom. Okay. And here, I want you to click on the biggest thumbnail you can see there. It's at the very bottom. Yep. Okay. And for the thumbnail contents, I want you to click on layer bounds. And then we're going to turn off all three of those check marks. 1, 2, and 3, turn them off. Boom. And let's hit OK. Now, all of a sudden, we can see a lot better in this layers panel. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back up to window. And in order to save that change that we just did, we're going to go to workspace. And we're going to go to new workspace. And type your name again, exactly the same. Type your name again. Now we just made a change in this workspace. And then we want to check off these three here, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now this time when you go to save, you should see a message. Okay. Do you want to replace it? Now you do want to save those changes you just did, right? So go ahead and hit yes. That happens anytime you change or update your workspace and you try to save it as the exact same name. It will ask you, do you want to override the last one? Okay. Now we're going to do something together. We're going to make an error, and I need you to be the best actress that you know to be. You ready?
Okay.
All right. So I want you to right click on this layers tab and close it out. So right click and go to close. Okay. And
Man,
oh my goodness. What did you do? Where are your layers? Perfect.
Oh man.
That's exactly how you're gonna be feeling for real. Great acting skills. By the way, here's your Oscar and your high five. All right. So let's go back up the window, because you know what? We need to do a little resetting here. So let's reset Morticia. How do we do that? We go to workspace.
Go down to layers.
Up here to workspace.
Oh, workspace.
Now you could do layers. Don't be teaching them the tricks now. Come on.
Okay.
We're going to go to workspace, and then we're going to reset Morticia. The reason why I had you save it as your name, because sometimes when we can't find something, we just need a reset.
Oh, okay.
So you should be able to remember that. If you just messed your whole workspace up, you know what? it's time to reset, Morticia. And you're going to go and you're going to reset and it will look exactly like last time you saved it. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
All right. So that's the first fun tip. Believe it or not, that's probably the hardest thing we're going to do today. Does that make you feel a little more confident?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm checking on everyone now. If you're all caught up to speed, give me a 1. And then if you need help, let's do a 2 right now. Let's do a 2 right now. Let me check on you. Like I said, so far, that was the hardest thing we're going to tackle for tonight, setting up that workspace. Believe it or not, if you set up your workspace, all of the tutorials go easier. You can find what you're looking for better. Your frustration is down. This is a big deal, setting up this workspace. I used to have you all do this on your own before class, but then I realized that if this was the hardest part, we tackling it together, it's going to increase your confidence in completing this task. Okay, LaPortia, go ahead and share your screen with me, please.
So stop sharing.
Oh, no, I got you, love. I can stop it from here.
Oh, okay.
All right. And here's the other deal. Like while someone else is doing the work, if it is an issue that you can follow along with it and it can solve your issue, then go ahead and follow along. Don't wait for us to call on you because you could have solved your own problem by that time if these next steps are going to help you. Okay. So I'm looking at what you have here, love. LaPortia, go ahead and unmute your mic, love, because it looks like you got it. Looks like everything's set up great.
I can't see like the second part. Like I can only see half of this black bar.
I see what you're saying. Okay. So if you want to, you can pull this out a little bit. So take right here and just pull it out a little bit. What you'll see the arrow. It'll be an arrow that looks like this and hover right over this line right here. This one right here. Like basically the space that's between this bar and this tab will turn into an arrow. There you go, right there. That's it. Yep. And stretch it out a little bit. Boom. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sure you was not the only person with that question. You were just one bold enough to ask it. Good job. Okay, so hang tight for me because if we don't need any other help, then I will go to your screen. Okay. All right. Okay, so it looks like we are ready to move on.
No, somebody said redo that step.
Okay, Willette, all you're doing is you're going to look for this little bar right here, this vertical dark space that's between the up and down arrows or the up and down scroll bar here and in between the layers panel, and you can move that. You can stretch it out or pull it in. As a matter of fact, LaPortia, show it. Since you're an expert at this now, go ahead and show it how it's done. There it is. There, you got it. So pull it in a little bit and then pull it out. And then that way she can see that. You got it, Willette? That's it. And it is helpful because you do want to see what the name of your layers are here. It'll make it a lot easier. Okay, Willette says, got it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get to the easy part of this, which is just changing out a template, just making up a new custom graphic. When you get this down pat, it's going to take you 5 minutes or less. So let's go ahead and get into this part. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to double click here on, first, this is what we have to do first because y'all see these caution symbols. Let's right click on the word where it says 0 foreground alt, right click on that. And then we're going to update all modified content. Update all modified content.
I don't see that.
Okay, it's not showing for you. Okay, and yours is, did you unzip your file?
Yes, twice.
Okay, got you. So do me a favor here. Let's go to okay here. Okay, again, let's right click and see what the options are here. And you went to update all modified content and that's what it gave you?
Yes.
Okay, let's try it again.
The same thing happened with me.
Okay, let's go to okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's open up this folder. And I know what we could do. But instead of open up the folder, because I don't know where this is and it might be on different people's computers differently. Let's right click one more time. And let's go to relink to file. Something's going on here where it's not reading where your file is located, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. Okay, so, okay. Did you move your file? When you downloaded your 13 by 19, it was a 181 folder. It had a file called 13 by 19, and it also had a folder that said links with it. Did you happen to move that?
I moved it to here.
Okay. All right.
Well,
So
I scratched it up in there. That was what I did. It's in
okay.
here.
No, it's
and
okay.
Also in the downloads right here. I'll show
Okay.
you. It's two spots.
So let's do this because I don't know if which one is open where. So let's hit cancel here. Let's hit
Okay.
cancel. Okay. I want you to close out of this file because wherever that folder that has the links in it is directly related to the file that you're going to be editing today. So if it can't find it, that might be a problem there. So let's go ahead. We're going to hit no, we don't need to save this file. Okay. And let's go to file open. Let's figure out if wherever we're going to be saving that file and open it from, that's where you want to open it from. So let's first select this 13 by 19 file, right? Okay. And open with Adobe Photoshop. Okay. Now when we right click, let's see if that's still going to give us that issue.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay, that means it can locate the links files. What happened was if this file is like, it's like a parent and a child, right? And if that parent and child get separated or confused, it causes the program to have chaos, right? Which is in real life. Yeah, you separate that parent and that child, is going to be some chaos that ensues. Okay. So what you want to do is when you have this type of folder, a file, and you unzip it, you want to make sure that the parent is going to stay where it is and the child is going to stay where it is. So that folder, so that they can communicate with one another. If you move them, then it's a possibility they will not communicate. So you're up to speed. You're good. Let me see if anyone else has that problem right now. I want you to go ahead and give me a 2 in the chat right now. Okay. So in this case, go ahead and share your screen. Emma, go ahead, share your screen, and I'm going to draw on your screen and tell you what you need to do. Okay. Okay.
You just go ahead and share it.
Okay. So
Can
screen.
everybody see it?
Yes, I can see the screen. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw on the screen and tell you what to do. I want you to close out of this file.
That's the problem. It won't let me click anything.
Okay, is it frozen?
I don't
Joe?
know.
There must be something going on somewhere. Close. Okay, open Photoshop back up. All right, so we'll let Photoshop open back up, and then let's do it this way. So for those of you all who had issues with the files linking, let's open everything fresh from Photoshop. So close whatever you have open on Photoshop. Don't do that. Wait until I tell you what to do, okay? Okay, let's go to File. Up here at the top, you see me drawn on the screen? File, and then Open. Open right here. Okay, and let's go to the desk, or go to your downloads. I think that's where it is. 627 challenge. Okay, and don't click on the zip folder. That zip folder is trouble all day. You want to click on the regular 181 folder. Okay, click on the 13 by 19 file and hit open. Okay, let that completely open up and let's give it a moment. Okay. All right, once it has completely opened, I want you to right click on the word 0 foreground alternate. And then we're going to go to update all modified content. Nope, not update modified content. Update all modified content. Give it a moment. And watch where I'm circling so that you're selecting the right thing, okay? Right click on the 0 foreground now. And then go to update all modified content. There you go. Yep. Okay, so now that works. So anybody having that issue before, it might be because it wasn't recognizing where the child folder was in comparison to the parent file. So if that solved your problem, give me a 1. If that did not solve your problem, give me a 2. Okay, Andrea, go ahead and share your screen for me. And if it says converting colors, let it finish. What it's doing is it's actually relinking those files, and it's basically going to structure where you'll be able to work smart and not hard. Okay. And I'm going to tell you how it's going to work smart. You're going to be able to use these files as a skim pack for the Automizer. Okay. So if it says converting colors, don't even share your screen, because all it's going to do is take up more time and energy, and you really need to let your computing power work. If it says converting colors, then give it that time. Okay. Good job, Emma.
Yay.
All right. So Andrea, go ahead and go to File and Open.
Okay.
And then let's go. I want you to go back one folder for me. So go back to this folder right here. If that's where your 181, see, your 181 doesn't have the other folder. It didn't
Right.
extract properly somehow. So where did you initially download the file?
From the website.
But where did you download it to? Did you download it to your downloads folder? Go to your downloads folder. I need to see the zip file. There we go. Okay, so it didn't go there. Where did the zip file go? Because basically it's not unzipped together. And that's why you're not going to be able to find those files. So what you may have to do is download it again and unzip the file. It'll be a folder called 181. And inside of that zip folder will be another folder that says links, and then the actual file that says 13 by 19. So something's indeed missing there. Like it's for sure missing. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. All right. Let's see. Who else had a 2? Let me check on you. Okay. No one else with a 2. All right. Sharon, is yours doing all right? Can you go ahead and share your screen for me just so I can check on it?
Were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
I saw mine too, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Whatever we did a few minutes ago, it fixed it. So I'm good.
Perfect. All right. Anyone else experiencing that they can't open the file, or it's not when you right click, it's not updating the modified content? Give me a 2. Katina, if it froze while you were on Zoom, there may be an issue with you being able to do the Zoom Live plus Photoshop. If it's freezing up on you like that, more than likely it's a resource issue and it's competing on your computer. And you may not be able to do the live session if it keeps kicking you off like that. If that's the case, we'll have the video recorded and you can watch it and do it at your own pace. And I'm positive you'll be able to get through it, okay? All right, Teresa, can you do me a favor and share your screen for me? I'm just checking on somebody that looks like they're up to speed so we can go on to the next step. No problem, Katina, no problem at all. All right, so what we're gonna do first is change out our main image. So everyone should recognize that this is a thumbnail of this bigger image here. And on this thumbnail, this is our smart object, okay? We're going to be able to double click on this thumbnail and it will open up that image in a new tab. So everyone double click right here where I have that X on the thumbnail. Okay. And it should open up a new tab. There we go. Perfect.
Mine didn't do that.
Okay. If it gave you an error, says after editing the content, choose file save. Hit that button that says don't show again. And then say, okay, that's just a warning, letting you know, anytime that you're doing a smart object change, Photoshop is going to let you know, hey, if you really want to save these changes, make sure that you save it before you close down this tab. And that's the beauty of a smart object. It's going to collect all of these changes. And when you save it, it's going to treat it as one flat image when it's done. Okay. All right. So here we go. I want you to, in this case, let's see, we have foreground open right now. we're going to right click here on this photo. Okay, and we're going to go to 0 photo 1. Okay, now for you all, it should have taken you down the list to where you see the photo. And this is great, but before we start, we see these little caution symbols. That means that it may have some updates to the link, and we need to check that. So what we're going to do is right click on the layer, and we're going to update all modified content. That way it's going to check all of our links. And pretty much anytime we see that little link with the exclamation point, that means that it's just a caution. The caution is saying that, hey, something may have changed in your link. Do you want to go ahead and double check it now? All right. Now, if you see a red question mark, that means, hey, parent has been separated from child. This is a major problem. Let's figure it out right now. So if you see a red question mark that's over the link, then that is a major problem. And let it go ahead and continue the progress. As long as we have this tab open, it's going to update our colors and all of the things that we're going to update. Okay. All right. So let's see. Teresa, you're doing a great job. I'm going to go ahead and check on Willette's screen. Willette, go ahead and share your screen with me, please. And then for those who, let's see, Morticia and Tamika, let's go ahead and follow along with this one. I'm going to help Willette out, and I'm pretty sure y'all are at the same exact place right now. All right, all right. So let's do a right click. You're going to right click on the photo of the little girl on the actual artboard. There you go. Right click. And oh, I know what it is. You have to be on the move tool, love. I apologize. So usually your move tool is your default tool. If you happen to have anything else selected other than the move tool, you won't get the same options as everybody. So come on up here. You see me pointing to your move tool up here. Perfect. So if that was your problem, you just know by default, you always want to have your move tool selected, and it's not selected yet. You need to just go ahead and press down on it, because you still have the other option depressed. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So now let's right click on the image of the little girl. And let's go to 0 photo 1. You got it. And now we're going to right click on the word 0 photo 1, right click on it. And we're going to go to update all modified content. There you are. And give it a little time there. You're up to speed. You're up to speed, Willette. Good job. Let's see here. Okay, Morticia, go ahead and share your screen for me. All right, so Tamika, the move tool worked for you too. Now, Morticia, I can't see your full Photoshop screen, so I need you to make it take up the whole screen so I can see your options on the side. There you go, perfect. All right, so you're on the move tool. Okay, I need you to right click on the image of the little girl. Right, you see where I'm putting the X, right click on the image of the little girl. No, make sure that you're clicking on, you see where I'm putting the X there? Can you click there? Oh, I know what, you're the step behind that. You're correct. So you have to double click and open up the 0 foreground. There you go. All right, perfect. So now you're going to right click on the image of the little girl there. And then you go to 0 photo 1. Perfect. Now you're going to right click on the word 0 photo 1 and update all modified content. All right, and let's let that update. I'll clear my drawings off your screen. We'll see if anyone else needs help. If not, we'll stick on your screen, Morticia. Okay, awesome.
Tamika needs some help.
Nope, Tamika said the move tool worked for me. My
No,
screen,
behind that.
okay,
So
that's
it's-
Willette. Emma, you gotta, I mean, if you, I can read, I'll have to keep up with it, okay? My screen went black, but I can still hear. Willette, you may have to restart Zoom if that's the case. Or restart your Photoshop if your screen went black. I'm not sure what's going on that end. That's not common. Okay. All right. So everyone should have all of your modified content updated. Now what we're going to do is change out this photo. So we're going to double click on the thumbnail of the little girl with the sunglasses behind her. So double click on the thumbnail. Okay. It will open up a new tab. Okay, if your screen looks like Morticia's screen right now, where it has the little girl with the sunglasses all by itself, then I want you to give me a 1. If you don't see the screen right now, go ahead and give me a 2. Good job, Emma. Okay, perfect. Perfect. If you need some help right now, give me a 2. If you don't see the image right now where it's just the little girl in the sunglasses, give me a 2. Good deal. Good deal. Everybody's on track. Yes. Okay. So I want to show you a couple things here. One is that, of course, you can change out the photo. So let's see here. Morticia, are you able to unmute your mic, love? If
Yes.
not, okay, perfect. Go ahead and pull up like right here. This is your scroll bar. I want you to scroll up just a little bit there so we can see the very top of the options. Cool. All right. So everyone should see the little girl here. I actually want you to turn the eyeball off for the little girl. So turn that eyeball off. That's your visibility. I call it the eyeball because you'll never forget that if I call it the eyeball, right? So we turn the eyeball off so that way it disappeared. If we want to bring it back, we'll turn the eyeball back on. But right now, I want you to focus on the sunglasses. If you want to keep the sunglasses, but change what's inside of them or the color of the sunglasses, we can absolutely do that. So I need you to tell me in the chat, if you want to keep the sunglasses, I need you to give me a 10. Give me a 10. And Morticia, do you want to keep the sunglasses?
Sure, why not?
Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Because I want to know if y'all want to keep the sunglasses, I'll show you how to manipulate them. If you don't need, I wanted to see how many people didn't need the sunglasses because then we could avoid that tonight. Okay, so a lot of y'all want to keep the sunglasses. Cool. Well, I'm going to show y'all how to do some cool stuff with these sunglasses then. First thing I want you to do is let's go ahead and we're going to turn off the eyeball right here where it says school. Let's turn off that eyeball right there.
Hold on, Linda says I'm not here.
Okay. Linda, let's see. Let's go ahead and share your screen for me, please, so I can make sure that you're on the correct screen. And y'all hold tight for me so I can catch Linda up. Okay. Now, Linda, are you watching? Are you watching and working on the same screen, or do you have different screens? Like you have dual screens right now? Oh, I see what's happening. It must have shut down somewhere because I see you have a recovered file. That one you need to close down. Uh-oh, I'm sorry, Linda. It stopped. Well, I mistakenly closed down the screen share. You need to close down 180 because you do not want to have other files open.
Okay, close
in
down
Photoshop.
180.
And go ahead and share your screen for me so I can see the rest.
Okay, I need to get back there.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see, where am I?
Now, I know some people have like a really, really big TV screen. If you have a really, really big TV screen, you may be able to do a split screen and see what's going on. But if it's not that, if you're doing it off of a regular monitor, it's going to be extremely hard to do. Okay, so where you are right now, I'm not understanding. Let's see. Let's see. The only thing you should have open right now is, yeah, let's go ahead and close out all of these because none of these should be open. Let's close out all of those. So that was from class number 180, right? Or
Yeah.
okay, yeah, let's close those down. As a matter of fact, so that we know what's going on, because it's way too many things going on here right now. Let's actually just close down Photoshop. Close Photoshop because it's a lot of confusion going on right now. If it asks you if you want to save anything, say no, because I don't know if it was any edits that were inadvertently made. Okay. All right. So now let's open up Photoshop again. There you go. And this time we're going to go File, Open. It's not going to take you long to catch up. I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So we'll File, Open. And then we're just going to open only the 13 by 19 right now. Perfect. Okay. Now the first thing we're going to do is right click on the word 0 foreground alt, right click. And I want you to update all modified content. Okay. And it may take a little while to do that because it's going to be linking all those files up.
Okay.
All right, awesome. Now we're going to double click on this thumbnail, open that up. Nope, hit cancel there. You're going to double click on the thumbnail. There you go, on the actual little image. Perfect. All right, same thing here. We're going to right click on the image of the little girl. Let's right click on the image of the little girl on the artboard right here where I'm putting the X.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Right click. And then we're going to go to 0 photo _1. Perfect. All right. And then we're going to right click on the name of the layer here. And we're going to right where I was putting the X below right here. You see it?
Okay.
And then we're going to update all modified content. Let it start doing the same thing. It's going to start updating that. And depending on how fast your computer is, if your computer converts this really, really quickly, that means you probably have a very powerful processor. You have good amount of hard drive space on your computer, and you have a decent graphics card. All of those three factors are major factors in how Photoshop is able to operate on your computer. If you notice it being sluggish, then make sure that you have Photoshop check on your computer requirements and see what's causing it to go slow. Okay. They will do that for you. Okay. Now what I want you to do is just double click on the thumbnail of the little girl's photo right here. Perfect. Now you see where we are. That's it. You're caught up. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Linda, we're going to go ahead and continue on your computer. Is that okay? Let's go ahead and get you caught up. Let's turn off the eyeball there for the little girl.
That's fine.
Awesome. And now you're where we are with the sunglasses. Then you're going to turn off the eyeball for the school. Unless you happen to be doing a back to school and you want to keep that image, it's perfectly fine. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you how you could change the inside image. Just turn on that Jamaican flag right there. That's right above it. So if you wanted to put other images inside of there, you can. I didn't tell y'all to do this, so we're not going to do this in class today. I'm just letting you know you have a really cool graphic that you can interchange those images inside the shades and make it whatever theme you want, okay? But for now, if you want one of those two themes that are there, you can keep it. If not, turn it off, and you're going to have the natural, the palm leaves in there, okay? So that's a little bonus. You know how to always do something extra. So that's that bonus. All right. So now that I've demonstrated that, I want you to turn on the eyeball for the little girl again. Okay. And for those of you who have a photo that you want to put in here, or whatever your main image is, we're going to place that main image in here right now. So right now, I want you to click where it says girl. I want you to click on that layer. Not double click on it, just click on it.
Oh God,
just
double click.
It's okay. If you double click, just close out of that tab. Okay. All right. Now, what I want you to notice is that whenever you have a layer selected, when you bring a new image into that art space, it's going to go directly on top of what you have selected. So if you want your new image to go in front of the little girl, you're going to have to, wait a second. Let's close, let's close out of this one. Close out of this tab. Close out of the one that says girl. There you go. We're going to stay on this layer. So all I need you to do is just have girl selected as the layer. Now we're going to go to File, Place Embedded. File, File, Place Embedded. Perfect. And you're going to find the image that that you already saved from yesterday with the background cut out. Whatever your file.
Oh.
Wait, file, place embedded. Okay, and then you'll go back one more folder into the 627. Go in that folder, and then you'll choose the remove BG version. So whichever one had the background removed. Perfect. All right, so place that wherever you like it. And then I want you to turn the eyeball off for the little girl. So the reason why I want you to turn the eyeball on for the little girl, two things. One, I wanted you to see that whichever layer you have selected, your new image will go right in front of that one. So this is a layer. It's like a deck of cards, right? So you're going to basically be able to control where this image comes in. Second thing is, I want you to keep on that.
Customer service, there are two sides of this.
Sorry.
Okay, it's okay. So I wanted you to know that whenever you bring the image in, where to place it. So wherever the girl was previously, you want to use that as an example of where to put your new image, okay? Now, if you do not want the sunglasses right now, turn off the group for the sunglasses. You can turn off the eyeball for the entire group that says sunglasses group, okay? There you go. Now, some of you may have a hard line right here on your image, and if you would like to fade off that hard line, then give me a 1. Give me a 1. Let me know if anybody else needs that help. And then Linda, would you like to fade off the line there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because y'all know how I feel about those hard lines on the bottom of pictures. Whenever we're doing a graphic design, especially when we're doing sublimation, we can show off and we don't have to have boxes of things, right? So now this is going to be a little difficult because in this, I didn't realize I normally don't even have my ringer on. It's over here showing out. Who calling me? Y'all know I don't answer the phone. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to fade it off, but I know that this one's going to be a problem because your image is so close to the bottom of the face that if we fade it off, it's going to take away part of her chin, right? So I'm going to show this process, but I'm going to show you how to bring back her chin. Okay. You ready? All right, so everyone that has the photo layer should be selected here. I want you to add a layer mask right down here. So the layer mask is going to add a white window right next to the image. Do you see that white window that popped up? That white window is a layer mask. That layer mask.
And yes, you have to be mature enough, like you say, hey, it's my business. I do what I want to do. I do the way I want to do it. And that's cool. If you're at that place.
Hey, Linda, are you, I was going to say, I didn't know if you were trying to talk to me or what. It was some noise going on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and with the window, that white window, white reveals and black conceals. So everything is revealed right now. That's why the whole thing is white. We want to conceal some of those pixels, but we don't want to delete them and erase them because if you use the eraser, that's permanently damaging your image. That's called a destructive technique. We want to use a non-destructive technique. So what we do is we create a layer mask, which is kind of like a frame, which allows us to see or not see certain parts of the image. So in order to do this, we need to go over to our paintbrush tool here. We need to make sure that black is loaded. The way that we make sure black is loaded is we hit our default swatches here. And some people may have white in the front and black in the background. And if you see that, you want to hit your switcheroo button right down here. Okay. Now the brush that, hold on just a second, Linda. The brush that you have selected happens to be a lightning bolt. So let's go ahead and change that. Let's come up here to the top. Right here and select that drop down menu right next to the lightning bolt. There you go. And we're going to go open up general brushes. Okay, perfect. And just choose a soft round brush. That's all we need. And the soft round brush, 500 pixels is good for what you're doing right now. So 500 pixels should be good. Now, what you're going to do is, because you have black selected, you're going to come down here and you're going to fade off this image to where you do not see the heart. Don't worry about if you happen to go over the chin, we'll build that back up. But I want you to, just like if you were spray painting, you're going to do this in smooth motions. You're not going, because if you spray paint like that, you're going to get a very rough and nasty look. You want a nice flow, like you're airbrushing. So you want to come around your image and start from further away. When you're spray painting something, you start from further away and then you move into the object. Then that way you get a nice, even, light coats, and it looks really, really natural. Like it just fades off. Perfect. That's it. That's it. Okay. Now, if you want to, I would fade it off a little bit more, because I can see down here, I still see a hard line down there. And I'm going to show you how to build that chin area back up. Perfect. All right. Okay. So for you, Linda, I want you to right click on your layer mask here. Right click on it, because it took off a little too much, but we just need to disable it for right now. Disable it for a moment. There you go. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to turn this into a little bit. No, I'll tell you what we'll do. And I'm just going to do this one because this is a little more advanced technique that we're doing right now. If you would allow, I'm going to request remote control, and I'm going to show you how to pull that, how to build that chin area back in, because when you fade it off, the chin is so close to the edge of the image where that hard line was that it fades off the bottom of the face. So if I have control now, I'm going to, let's do, yep, it's letting me do it. I'm going to use a pen tool, and I'm going to pray that it allows me to use the pen tool here. I'm going to disable the layer mask again. I'm going to zoom in. Now, this isn't for everybody to do. I'm just kind of showing off a little bit right now, because this is an uncommon type of situation. Okay. Let's use the pen tool, and I'm going to build the chin area back up. And all I'm doing is using the pen tool to create like a nice little curved area. And then once I have that made, I'm going to call this a selection. Okay. And then I'm going to right click, bring this back. And remember how I said white reveals and black conceals, right? Just like if we were wearing a real a bodycon dress, that black is going to kind of conceal and make things look a little smoother, right? That white is going to boom, boom, pow, let everything pop out. Okay. Like it's going to show everything. So what we need white, because we want to show the area under the chin again. We want to bring that back. So I'm going back to my paintbrush tool, and I'm not painting on the image. I'm painting only on the layer mask. And I have black in the foreground. Remember that switcheroo button? If I hit that switcheroo button, then white becomes my foreground. And then I can paint the white right there. You see that? And so now when I go to deselect, or I can do Control D, it takes off that little marching ants, and I have her full face in there now. All right. All right. So I'm going to go check. Nobody else should have had to really do anything that complicated. That was just me show it off, because I know that that Linda would not have wanted her chin to fade off. Okay. But we're going to go ahead and move on. And I want everybody to go to File, Save. Make sure that you're saving this right now. All right. And if you got your image faded off, give me a 1. If you need help,
Thank you.
You're welcome, Linda. Give me a 2. If you're stuck right now and you need some help, give me a 2 so I can pull you out the mud. You got it, Emma?
Yeah, do I X out this?
Nope,
this
not
stuff?
yet. Did you hit File, Save?
Yes.
Perfect.
Number. Oh, Morticia.
Hold on, Emma. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Morticia, go ahead and share your screen with me. Coach Corey, we're not going to change the flag in class. If you want to, I know that you have the ability to do it. I just don't want anybody to get stuck on that part trying to do that, because that's not what we're doing in class today. But you're welcome to do that after class. Okay. I know you know exactly how to do that. Okay. Okay. So I can help you with this. All you need to do is resize your image here. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna turn my marker on. You see this little node right here in the middle? I want you to click on that and I want you to pull it up to right about here. Up. Let's do Control Z to undo. We need to lock your aspect ratio. Okay, so the way that we lock it, you see this little link up here at the top? Yep, let's lock it. That way, when we stretch it up, it also pulls out the same aspect ratio on the side. So let's try that again. Let's pull that up and let's watch the magic happen. There we go. Gorgeous photo, gorgeous. Okay, now same thing here. We'll take the bottom one and pull it down. Now, most of us try to pull that corner, and I want y'all to know, don't try to pull on that corner, because if you pull that corner, it won't stay centered like it's doing right now. Now, let me ask you this. Do you want her feet to stay in the image, or do you want to fade it off like it's faded off right now? And Morticia, you can unmute your mic, love, so I can hear you.
I think we can keep it like that, fade it off.
Okay, because when it's faded off, it's going to have some words down there anyway.
Okay.
All right. Now, let me ask you all this. Who would like to change the color of the sunglasses, the color of the frame of the sunglasses? If you want to change the color of the frame of the sunglasses, go ahead and give me a 3. Give me a 3.
Okay, 3.
Okay, all right. So if you hold tight for me, we can change it on your screen. Is that okay, Morticia?
Yes.
Okay, okay. All right. So if you want to change the color of the sunglasses, it's a smart color, believe it or not. A smart color is a concept that I came up with because I wanted to be able to change multiple things to one color theme. Does that sound right? Does that sound good? Okay, you'll learn to appreciate this a little bit later when you see some of my old templates and everybody else's templates. You have to change each feature, each color. So Smart Color is a little bit bigger file, but it allows you to globally change all your colors where it's important. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up this folder where you see the glasses frame, not the inside of the glasses, but just the frame. Open up that folder. Okay.
Did I open it?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You'll notice that there are 2 colors here. One
Okay.
color, it says color 1, one color says color 2. All right. So what I would like for you to do is you're going to pick colors from your image here. Okay. And you may use one color, you may use 2 colors. I want everybody to pretend like you're making 2 colors up to go with your theme, even if you're only changing one. The way that we're going to pick our colors is we're going to come over here to our eyedropper tool, which is also called our color picker, right here on the left-hand panel. And once you have your color picker tool chosen, I want you to give me a 1. Give me a 1. All right, perfect. If you need some help right now, give me a 2. Andrea, go ahead and share your screen for me so I can make sure that you're caught up, love. Morticia, hang out with me right here, okay? You're doing a great job. Okay, perfect. So you have the eyedropper tool selected. All I need you to do right now is go ahead and open up this folder right here where the eyeglasses frames are. Perfect. And what you might need to do, Andrea, you may need to pull this out just a little bit so that you can see some of the name of the layers, and that might help you a little bit. Yep, just stretch it out just a little bit. There you go. Perfect. You got it. All right. So what I'm suggesting that you do is we're going to pick a color from the image. So everyone should have the eyedropper tool selected, and as you do, and let's say you wanted to pull this cream color from your shirt here. I want you to hover over that image and click and hold down the mouse button and watch what it does. You see how it's selecting colors? And if you move it while you're clicking, those colors will change based on which pixels you're touching. Do you see that? So even like your skin tone, your hair, and the glasses that you have on, all of those pixels are holding information for color. And when you stop and you let the mouse go, it's going to collect that color point. Okay. So I want y'all to notice what it did here. It collected that color point and it stored it right here in your foreground color. Okay. Now, what I need you to do is I need you to double click on that foreground color swatch now. Okay. And we're going to add this to our swatches. So let's add the swatches. You see where it says add to swatches?
Where?
You moved the screen while I was drawing, but it's right here. Add to swatches.
Oh, I see it. Okay, I had to move you down.
Okay. And then we're just going to put a number 1 there, just only a number 1. Just type 1 there, and then you don't have to worry about anything else. And then I want you to take off where it says add to my current library. Take that off. If you leave that on, it will take longer for your swatches to save, and it will cause you issues if you have a slower computer. Okay, let's go ahead and hit OK. You just saved your first custom color swatch. Now with this open, I want you to go ahead and select a secondary color. So the secondary color, I want you to still pick it from the screen here, anywhere here. Go ahead and hover over your photo, just like you did before, and you can pick a color while it's still in this mode.
How?
You see that?
Oh, okay, I see.
And it's moving around. And then once you pick the color, I need you to hit add to swatches.
That's a swatch.
Okay. And then you're going to put the number 2 there. Okay. Just put the number 2. And then of course you're going to take off the check mark here just so that it won't slow down your computer. And then you're going to hit OK. Perfect. Now we can hit cancel because we're done. Okay.
Well, my issue was I wasn't able to fade off. You see the square box when you were showing fade?
Yeah.
I still look square.
Okay, so you just need to fade more. Let's see, where's your image? Go ahead and scroll up a little bit. Okay, so I see. Just this automatically has a fade on it. You need to manually fade it a little bit. So go ahead and click on your layer mask here. It's a rectangle with a circle inside of it. There you go. Then take your paintbrush, your regular paintbrush right here. Okay. You already have black selected. So what you're going to do is come around your image here.
Whoa.
So you see it fading it off. It's fine. You're doing good. Keep going. And what you need to do is kind of start from outside and then work your way in, because the further you come out and then come in, it'll allow you to gradually fade it off. There you go. Then, yep, you got it. Keep going. Perfect. That's it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So sit tight right there. Let me see if anybody else needs help. Otherwise, we'll stay on your screen.
A couple people do.
Hold on, Emma. Okay. You said it's not changing colors. The colors are not going to actually change yet, but LaPortia, go ahead and share your screen. Let me see what you're saying when you say it's not changing colors. The colors, we're just storing the colors right now. We just stored the colors. We didn't actually change them yet. Okay.
That's not storing. When I do the eyedropper and I hold it over, it's not even changing to the purple, to the jacket.
Okay. Let's make sure that we are on the layer. So that might, well, it is not necessary, but it may be. So let's scroll down, or actually I think we're going to scroll up. Let's scroll up. Yep. And let's get on the bugs layer.
Oh,
okay. Let's see if that helps. Now I want you to hover over his jacket and see if you get that purple. That's it. Okay. So now go ahead and double click on that swatch right there that appeared. Let's double click on it. Okay. Now, if you need to change it, you can change it right now, but otherwise I want you to hit add to swatches. Okay. And put the number 1 there. Just type the number 1. And here's the thing. I want y'all to know too, anytime something's highlighted, if you just type anything, it will automatically type over that. All right. So now let's go to add swatch. Well, yeah, select your yellow and then hit add swatches for that one. And that's going to be 2.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Go ahead and hit OK, and let's check on it though. The way that you check on it, hit cancel there. And I want you to take your swatches. I should have told y'all this earlier. Take your swatches and drag it over here to where your properties are. That way we can watch our swatches right there. Perfect. We can watch our swatches and our layers at the same time. So go ahead and click on layers. Cool. So did you see how your swatches ended up down here? For some of you, it would have ended up right about here as well. Okay, perfect. That's all we needed for right now. If you got to that point, give me a 1. And if you need some help still, give me a 2. Anybody got a 2 right now? Right, good deal, good deal. I see no twos. So let's move on with you, LaPortia. You ready?
Yes.
I know you're ready to see these colors. All right. So what I want you to do, we're going to actually change color 1 and color 2, and then you'll get the chance to decide which color you want the sunglasses to be, color 1 or color 2. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the power of the automation of the Automizer template. Okay. So this is you designing, but it's taking what's in your head and it's just making it work more efficiently. Okay. So what we're going to do before we get started, we see that exclamation point. So we're going to right click where it says color 1, right click, and we're going to go to update all modified content. Okay. We're just making sure that everything is going to stay on the same page. Okay. Update all modified content. Now we're going to double click on color 1. Let's double click on it. And all we have to do now is just touch on that purple. That's going to be our color 1. Just touch on that purple swatch there. Boom. That's it. Now let's go to File, Save, or you can do Control S on the PC, Command S on the Mac. A save, and then let's close out of that tab when it's done. Yep, you got it. All right. That's 1. That's going to change your purple. Now we're going to double click on color number 2. That's the teal color. And now we're going to select your secondary color. Perfect. Let's go to File, Save, or you can do Control S to save. And then we're going to click out of that tab when it's done. And let's see if we see some magic happen now. Let's see if those sunglasses colors change. Now you have the option to turn on color number 1 and turn off color number 2, or vice versa. So whichever one you like better, you can use that. Now, if you don't like either of those colors, I think it also ends up being like a silver. Okay.
I like it.
Okay, looks good, looks good. So at this point in time, everyone should have, we're not going to worry about the image inside the sunglasses. Okay, I showed you how you could change that, but that's not what we're changing today. So what I would like for you to do at this point, if you have your image in and your sunglasses color changed, I want you to give me a 3. How you save, Andrea? You go to File, Save. File, Save. Very good. Okay. Now, for those who still need help, I want you to give me a 4. Okay. Sandra, go ahead and share your screen with me, please, and I'll get you caught up. Everyone else, make sure you saved and just hold tight for me. Okay. Y'all have already done most of the hard work here. Okay. All right, Sandra, are you able to share your screen for me? There we go. There we go.
You can hear me.
Oh, this is gorgeous, Sandra. I love it. I'm saying Sandra, all I saw was Sand. Is it Sandra or Sandy?
It's Sandy, actually.
Sandy, why you let me call you Sandra?
Because the world always did it.
On the Zoom, it only shows your first 3 letters. So all I saw was Sand, and it said Sand ... So my apologies, Sandy. Don't let me do that to you, because I show correct people when they put 2 N's in the middle. Hey, it's Shannon with 1 N in the middle.
Gotcha.
All right, okay. This looks really good. Okay, what I need you to do to catch up here, I want you to right click on the word 0 color 1. So right click on the word. Is it frozen here? Because I see a.
No.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm not gonna speak that up. My bad, Photoshop. And then we're gonna update all modified content. You see that? And what's happening? Yep. Update all modified content. It's just going to relink all of these things so that it makes sure that it's all going to be on the same page. Now, when you double click on the color 1, double click on it there. Perfect. Now you can pick one of your swatches, whichever one that you want to be color 1. All right. And then we'll go to File, Save. File, Save. You can also do Control S on the PC, Command S on the Mac. File, Save. Perfect. All right.
I think that's what I forget was didn't click on the word. Okay.
It's okay. It's all right. And hopefully that, going back to that step helps some other people too.
Okay. So then I close this or?
Yeah, once you got it saved, you can close out of this little tab, just a tab. There you go. And then it should update the color. Okay. Now you can go to the color number 2 and update that one as well. Same process.
Okay.
All right, perfect. You got it. You got it. And then you can make the eyeball visible for whichever color you want to recolor those sunglasses.
Okay.
You don't have to stop doing that, Emma, because you're touching the screen and stuff. Right. Stop. Yes, it's a touch screen. Okay, so go ahead and turn on the eyeball for whichever one. Like if you wanted to show the brown, turn on the eyeball for the brown. If you want to show the purple, turn on the eyeball.
Oh, got it.
Purple. That's it. Now, if you want to see the purple, turn off the eyeball for the brown. There you go. That's it.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So now you're all set and saved. You can go to file. Well, you're not saved on this one yet. So let's go to file, save, and then you can close out of this tab. So everyone, once you get this done, I want you to file, save, close out of this tab, and watch how it updates this smart object to the previous parent file.
So close this.
Yep.
Oh,
You can
wow.
close that tab. Give it a little time there, and it should update for everyone. Boom, look, and look how your other colors just updated there. So now you don't really have any more work to do other than change the text. Remember what I told y'all about automation? Yeah. And optimization. So automation is the fact that it changes by itself. But the optimization is, hey, if I change this color once, doesn't it make sense that somewhere in this file, it should change those same color schemes so that I don't have to check on everything that I want purple and everything that I want to be that nutmeg color, right? So now that you don't have to do that, you can focus on emailing your customer their proof and not actually taking all this time to do all these different minuscule design features, right? Okay, so if you're here right now, where Sandy's screen is, I want you to give me a 1. If you need some help, we're almost done, y'all. Believe it or not, all we have to do is change the text, and then we're done. Okay. So I know we have a lot of Photoshop first timers. Y'all are doing some major stuff right now. You may not know it yet, but y'all are doing some major work. I'm not even telling you how major it is because I don't want you thinking it's complicated, because it's really easy. It just looks complicated. Okay. All right. Let's see. No twos. Okay. Since I don't have any twos, I'm going to go ahead and.
Hold on.
I got a 2.
Okay, we do have a 2. Who has a 2?
Morticia.
Okay, Morticia, go ahead and share your screen, love. Thank you, Sandy. You did a wonderful job. Everybody at this point, make sure you go ahead and save this file too, okay? Morticia, go ahead and share your screen, love.
Okay. Did I share? Okay, hold on. What's going on here?
All right, gorgeous.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
So
what?
I figured out that I had to turn what's this little eye thing
Eyeball,
on.
yep. It's just visibility.
Yeah.
So what color do you want the sunglasses to be? That lighter blue color?
So the lighter blue, I just don't know if it's gonna clash with the other stuff. So I went with the lighter blue.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you need it to be an actual like lighter color than it is right now, there is a way you can make it lighter. I don't want to focus on that right now. So yeah, you can do whichever one, the lighter blue or the green. There are ways that you can manipulate it to be a much lighter and brighter color or a darker and, more intense color. But that's going to be for a later, more advanced topic, because we can work with the levels and really play with those highlights and shadows. But for right now, I just wanted you to pick whichever one is that you like best, the color 1 or the color 2. Which one?
Okay, I'm gonna be bold. Let's go with this one.
Let's go with it, because she's wearing the bold color, right?
Yeah.
I think that would look very good. Okay, great. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and go to File, Save. Let me turn my marker on, and then we'll continue on your screen. You good and ready to go? Okay, perfect. All right. Okay. Good job. So let's go. Once we file save, let's go ahead and close out of this particular tab, that little tab right there, just for this image. Yep. And it should update. Look at that already. See how your colors came together?
Okay.
The light blue and the green looks good.
Mhm.
Okay, looks
Okay.
great. Very good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to change our text, but also the color of the text will change based on the color scheme that y'all chose. Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
All right, so let's right click on the word back to. Let's right click on that word somewhere on the art. Yep. Okay, and that's going to be our text number 2. So let's click on text number 2. Okay, and then we're going to double click on it because it's a smart object. When we open it up, guess what? We have some colors to update here. So let's right click on color 1 and let's go to update all modified content. Update all modified content. Then it updates all of our colors. Okay. Now, you may not have this font downloaded here, but I want to show you, we're not going to have time to show you how to download a font. Let's, because this is something I did want to show y'all. If you end up with any file that you don't know the font to, go to the word back to. Maybe we'll have time to do it. Let's go ahead and make time. Are y'all good for staying a little bit late for class to learn how to do something extra? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So you see how right here at the top, this is a font that you don't have. It's called Aero, A-E-R-O, right? I want you to go to your browser. I recommend going to Google Chrome or just going to Google in general. Go to Google and you're going to type this in. As soon as you get there, I'll tell you what to type in. Okay, you can go to any browser, but I just recommend Chrome. You can do Safari if you use Safari. You can do Firefox if that's what you use. Chrome or Edge, I think, is the Microsoft version. Just go ahead and open up your browser. Now, I may not be able to see it depending on what you're sharing with me, but do you have your browser open? Morticia?
Yeah, I'm trying to work this screen, this double screen thing. I'm getting
Okay, do
lost
me a
here.
favor. The browser that opened up, drag it on top of your Photoshop screen so I can see it.
Okay.
Just take your browser and drag it on top of Photoshop, because in that way I can see what you're typing.
I think this is it.
You know what? It may not be showing it because of the screen sharing stuff.
Yeah,
So
the screen sharing, like my icon, I mean my tab is on the iPad and it's not transferring over. I have to work with it.
It's okay, love. Emma, go ahead and share your screen for me.
Okay.
And then I want you to, go ahead, share your screen, and then let's see the Google.
I went ahead and half it.
Okay. So what I want you to do is go ahead and make this full screen right here so everybody can see what you're doing right here. Just make it full screen. There you go. Okay, now what we're going to type in, remember the name of the font was Aero, A-E-R-O, and then space, font, F-O-N-T. And most of the time, if it's a free font, you're going to see it on DaFont or a similar site. So right here at the top, there's Aero DaFont. Let's go to that tab or go to that link. Okay, and immediately you'll see, stop moving the screen. Right here, you can go to download and you can go ahead and download that font. Many times you'll receive template files, and this isn't just me, that's from anybody. Let's go ahead and hit save so we can save that font. Anytime you see a missing font, this is the process you should do to look for it. If it's a font that doesn't exist here, very seldomly, the only time I'm going to ever use a paid font is if I give you the font or it's one of my fonts. It's available on innatelab.com. I have some very special fonts that I've created that are on Innate Lab. So that's the only time it won't be a free font. Okay. And even then it's like a $3 font. Okay. So now what I want you to do is right click on this down here, Emma, on this tab, right click and go to open, show in folder. I'm sorry, go to show in folder. Okay. And then because it's a zip file, you're going to need to right click and do extract all. And you should open it up. Go ahead and hit extract. Okay. And this is how you stop going so fast. This is how you're going to install a font. You're going to right click on the name of the font and go to, now in the new Windows, it doesn't give you it doesn't say the word install. So hover over one of your, or you can hit show more options, so we see the words. Okay, so this is what it used to look like. Go ahead and hit install. That's the old Windows 10 version. The Windows 11 shows you all these confusing images because it thinks we don't know how to read anymore. Thank you, Windows. All right, so now that is installed. I can go back to my Photoshop now. So go back to your Photoshop here. Just click on the Photoshop icon and make sure it's full screen. Make sure your Photoshop is full screen. There you go. I know that Zoom window's in the way. All right. And now when you casually click off of that text layer and click back on it, it should show up to be a white caution symbol instead. That means that the font is on the computer. It might not have been initially on there. Okay. Now you can double click on the T, and instead of saying back to school, you can say, what, Raptor? Okay, very good. Now, in order to get out of the text mode, you have to hit the move tool to get out of the text mode.
I can't see the move tool. Oh, there it is.
Okay. And then once you have the move tool, go to File, Save, or you can do Control S to save. File, Save, or you Control S. There you go. And then when you're done saving, exit out of there, and it should change.
Zoom thing. I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I know. There you go. All right.
Just go ahead.
Don't do anything yet. Undo, Control Z. Hit cancel there. Don't try to move ahead, Emma. Don't go. There you go. Leave it just like that so we all stay on the same page, okay? All right, so anyone else needs help changing their text right now, we're going to do the same thing to the word school, okay? All right, so let me know in the chat here if you need some help. Give me a 2. All right, if you got it, give me a 1. Let me know if we're on, because I don't see any motion right here. So I want to make sure my computer is working. Okay. Rashid, go ahead and share your screen with me, love. Good job, Emma.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Almost done here. Okay. So Rashid, do you want to make this image a little bit bigger? And do me a favor and unmute your mic for me. Okay. What's that?
Kind of bigger.
Okay. So I want you to do control. Well, here's I'm going to show you a little trick here. So if you turn this thing on, where it says show transform controls, turn that on, and then turn off the auto select, because that auto select is super aggravating because you think you're selecting something and then it imagines something else. So when you have this show transform controls on, then you're always going to see where you can make this bigger. So if you go ahead and pull that down, that middle node, pull it down. There you go. There you go. And then if you don't want it faded off, then I'll show you how to turn that fade off. But you can make it as big as you want to make it, love. However your image is, just imagine wherever the sunglasses are, that's where your image is. If you don't want to keep the sunglasses, then you can just turn the eyeball off for the sunglasses. If you want to keep them, then you can keep them. There you go. All right. So is this the size that you want it to be?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and close out of this tab right here. And if you close out, it's going to ask you if you want to save. Yep, there you go. And then you can go ahead and save it that way too. All right, there you go. Now, if you wanted it larger, I would suggest that you make it larger in that image that you were just editing, because then that way this becomes a template that you can use forever, and you have to do very, very minimal work to if you use other elements. Okay. So the idea is that you change the file, change the original image itself to be as big as you need it. That way you don't have to keep changing it through on this file.
Okay.
All right. And you want to go ahead and change out your text here, the where it says back to.
Yes.
Okay. Let's right click on the word back to. Or actually you got it. You already had it selected. So just double click on the thumbnail there. Double click on the thumbnail and it will open up in a new window, a new tab. All right. Okay, so you can, let's right click on the color one, and then we're going to update all modified content so that we can get that new color. Update all modified content. Perfect. All right, and then you can change your text here. You can double click on the T here. And then you can type whatever you want there.
Just type anything.
Whatever your theme is, or if you have your like a brand name or an expression, maybe it's a motivational expression or something like that.
I'm gonna go with it can literally be anything.
And if you remember, it said back to school, right? So that's just 2 lines of text, but of course you can do multiple lines if you want to. I just want to keep it simple and not make it overwhelming. So you can, what's the idea for your design here? What's the theme or the motivation here?
I was going for like a more positive vibe.
How about the word positive vibes?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Do positive, right? Do positive, and then the next word that's in cursive will do vibes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's basically what I'm doing.
Good job. All right, so let's go ahead and now we can, well, first we have to go to the move tool. Anytime we edit text, we have to go back to the move tool to lock it in. And then we can close out of that tab and say yes that we want to save, or you can do the save thing and go to file save first before you close out. But once you get used to this, you're just going to start closing out and just make sure that you hit save every time.
Okay.
All right. See, now you got positive. So we're going to go in and change the word school now, and you can change that to vibe. So you can double click on the school icon there. There you go. Now this font, same thing. You're going to click on this layer just to see what the font is called. And it's a free font. This one's called Pink Script. So you'll have to go to the web and type in Pink Script font and go through the same process of downloading the free font. More than
Mine's on my Pro.
just, no, it's not. You have to click on this layer. You're not on the school layer. Okay. And then go Google search the Pink Script font and hit enter. You should find it on the font for free. There you go. Perfect. All right. Same thing. Download there. Then you're going to extract the file because it'll probably come as a zip file, or you could just open it and install that font. Cool, cool. Now you should be able to go back to your file and double click on the T there. You should be able to change out that text. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just used it right on the website. So
Okay.
I just got it from the website.
No, that's not what happened. That you didn't follow the directions, Emma. I need you to follow the directions. So what I need you to do is go to Google. You just type in the Pink Script in the font. I need you to go to Google, type in Pink Script. Nope, pink is one word, script is the next word.
Space.
And then the word space, the word font. Space font. There you go. And then you're going to hit download. See how that font is the same font? There you go. All right. All right. Positive vibes. How you feel about your design?
This is pretty good.
Yes. How you like the colors?
I like it.
It looks good. Okay, so some people may have some minor adjustments to make. So for instance, if the palm trees are here, first of all, you can turn the palm trees off if you want to. They're going to be an element down in there. So anytime you want to find something rather than searching in the layers, I want you to right click on it. So let's right click on one of those palm trees. Okay, and that's your accent. So that's accent number 4. Go ahead and go to your accent. Okay. Yep. And it'll take you down there and you'll see that they're actual palm trees that have a color over them. So if you take the color, if you turn the eyeball off, you'll actually see that there are, you can turn the white eyeball, white color off as well. Those are actually photorealistic palm trees. All right. So if you want to use those, and let's say you wanted to make either your image, because the image is usually big enough to where it covers up the end of the palm trees. But if you need to, you can change the size of the palm trees, the size of the image, etc. Okay. to make it whatever you want it to be. And that's all we have to do to this design, to basically show you that each person started with the same image and everyone has something very unique and different at this point. Okay. So you have your positive vibes. Looks good, Rashid. And you're welcome. You're welcome. Anyone else need me to check out the screen right now? Because this is all you're doing right now. I want to make sure, Rashid, do your due diligence and go to file save, baby, and to make sure we won't lose all this hard work.
Gotcha.
For what?
See,
Okay.
Calm down.
It's right here. All you have to do is double click and install.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Next time I need you to stay with me, okay? All right. So where's your Zoom? You can't see your Zoom screen?
Right there.
You need to have your Zoom to where you can see what we're doing and also see what you're doing, okay? All right, so you have your font installed, and now you can double click here and change that from school to whatever you want it to be. All right, all right. All right, so Janetta, go ahead and share your screen for me, please. Rashid, beautiful job. Keep it up, keep it up. First timer Photoshop. Give it up for Rashid, y'all. Matter of fact, give it up for everybody who touched Photoshop for the first time tonight. Let's give it up. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. That means you really embodied this no fear challenge. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. If you're an OG in the chat, let's give acknowledgement right now to the OGs too. So OGs, if you've ever taken any of the Innate Academy courses and you've done this at least one time, you're an OG. Ooh, Janetta, this looks good. Go ahead and unmute your mic for me. Let me see what you got going on over here.
You didn't have to tell them what to do to put in the stuff inside the glasses.
Calm down.
That's how you know he's an OG.
Okay, hi, thank you.
Hey, Janetta, this looks good, love. So what is it that you have an issue with? Because you did an excellent job. This looks great.
Thank you. You see the school is not really legible, like the blue is too dark.
Well, it's because it has a an effect to like basically make it look metallic. If you want to turn that off, then you can double click on the icon here for school, double click on it. And then right now go to the color 1 layer. And you'll see that the blend mode is on. Wait, not double click on it. Just
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's close out of that one. And then right now the blend mode is on multiply. I want you to change the blend mode to normal. Change it to normal. Boom, there it is. Now it just flat reflects that color. Okay, now close out of that and hit yes to save and see if you like that effect better. So those are some advanced techniques. I was telling y'all you can change levels, you can change blend modes, y'all have faded stuff off. These are all very advanced level things that you're playing with right now.
Thank you.
Okay. This looks good. I hope you're gonna complete this challenge and make sure that you put this marketing content out there. Somebody's gonna buy that like as soon as they see it.
Okay, thank you. You see, I put that football field. You see?
Yes, I see. That's what I'm saying. Nice. I already know. Yes, it looks really nice.
Okay.
But now you all know if you want to further edit it, I did that as a bonus because I saw people selling these PNGs with these sunglasses, and they were selling each PNG with something different inside the sunglasses. I was like, wait a minute, I could teach my students how to change out the images inside, and they will never have to buy a PNG of sunglasses with anything inside of them. You can make your own sunglasses with the image inside. So I hope y'all appreciate that. That's a little bonus. Okay?
Yes.
Good deal. And excellent job, Janelle. You're doing a beautiful job, love.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Anyone else? If you need help right now, I want you to give me a 2. And then later, I'll give y'all a chance to show me what you're doing in just a second, because I want to make sure that folks that need the help, especially the ones that need to go to bed tonight, that y'all are taken care of. Okay, so Denise, go ahead and share your screen with me, please. All right, looks good. This looks really good.
I was trying to get rid of those. I was trying to move. Okay.
You want to take off some of the graphic elements? Is that what you're saying?
Well, the fast and fair, I wanted to space it so can you even read what that says?
It looks like you have two S's in fast, but yes, I can read it. Do you want it closer together or further apart?
Further apart.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's do Control-0 so you can zoom into the extents of the artboard here. So I think it's Command-0 on the Mac. There you go. All right. So where it says fast and fair, now you don't have to use this font. If you feel like it's the font that's making it hard to see, then that's fine that you change it to a different font. That's totally up to you. But just double click right here on the thumbnail. Okay. And let's take out the extra S there. Yep, you got it. You got it. Now, do you want the and symbol or do you want to spell out and? Well, it may not have the and symbol. The ampersand.
Oh, I have to retype the whole thing?
No, you don't. You just use the cursor just like you do when you're typing on Word. Okay,
I just wanted to space it, but it's the font.
If it's the font that you want to change, then you can absolutely do that. So while you're on this layer, then go to properties and change the properties to any font that you want.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the fonts.
It's okay. So go ahead and choose this right here where it says pink script and just choose a different font and you can choose whatever you want. Now, what you may have to do is go to the move tool now because you were just editing the text. Okay, and while you're on the move tool, you can change your font to whatever you like. And you have to be careful because some fonts you may or may not have the ampersand symbol for. But that, I mean, all of those look good too. So choose whatever makes you happy. Here you go.
I'll choose that for now.
Okay, now you can go ahead and do file save and then close out of this, or you can close out in this save. There you go. And that should update your graphic.
So, and the other thing is, you see the sunglasses in the back?
Looks like you changed the opacity there. Let's see.
I thought I got rid of it.
Okay, if you want to turn it off completely, then let's go ahead. Let's right click.
Oh, I don't like that. Right click on.
Okay, go ahead and hit enter. What you need to do to get out of that one, you need to right click where the sunglasses are. Okay, and that's going to be a 0 photo 1. Double click on your image here. Double click on the thumbnail. Okay. The sunglasses, in order to turn them off, you need to turn off the eyeball for the whole folder. Okay. There you go. And then if you close out, it should update there. There it is. You got it.
Thank you.
That's it. Looks good. So this is the one you're working on for the husband?
Yeah, but one thing I failed to say was these guys, this section, this area where he works, the type of businesses, they don't wear white t-shirts. They wear black and blue and brown.
Okay, well, we can talk about those type of things for like an alternative. So an alternative would be that you would have to do this either DTF, which is direct to film, because it has all of the colors and all of the imagery here. You would have to do it as DTF, or if you're doing a whole bunch of them, there are Plastisol transfers that can do full color, but they are basically digital prints. So you can do digital prints. You're just going to have to, this file is actually a file that we're going to take in a later class, and I'm going to show you how to do this for a black shirt. And basically the fact that you even took off that watercolor background, in order to print it on the black shirt, you would have to take off the watercolor background, you would have to take off the drop shadows and some of the layer effects that we have. You would have to flatten it, and then it would be able to print on a dark color shirt with a different print method other than sublimation.
So then it would be vinyl?
You could do vinyl, but you're still
no, I don't want to do vinyl. That's
yeah. I was gonna say, you saw. I don't know. If I guess I forgot the camera was on. You know, my whole face went. Vinyl.
No.
But there are some digital print methods that we're going to talk about. Just like we talked about Plastisol transfers, there are Plastisol transfers that can be done digitally. There are DTF, which is direct to film transfers that can be done digitally. And as you see it, it prints the colors, but then it prints or you put a white backing on the back of it. So it prints white on the back. You put a special powder, then it becomes a transfer that has the white on it. Therefore, it can stand out on a black shirt or any other color other than white. Okay. So those are some things that we're going to talk about a little bit later when it comes to, we're going to talk about some of those processes that you can transform any of these designs to work with. But yes, in order to do black, you would have to do a process other than sublimation.
Thank you.
Yep. And G Money, he is one of our print partners, and he's able to take any of our templates and print them as DTF transfers as well.
So when you say,
if you look in our sublimation group and look for G Money, actually it's going to be Gerard Kennedy. His business is called G Money, but it's Gerard Kennedy in our Facebook group. And you can hit him up, and he does some he came through for me for 400 DTF prints I needed next day air to Las Vegas when I did the RPX convention. So he is amazing.
Okay. So you said that later on you'll be talking more about this.
Yeah, that's going to be a different class. This one we're sticking with the sublimation just all the way through, but a different class, we're going to take the same exact graphic, and I designed this graphic to show you how you can take a sublimation design and basically simplify it, because you're going to have to simplify it. That means that this logo is going to have to be super clean. Otherwise, you're going to see everything around it. Sublimation is very forgiving. DTF and other processes that you do on black shirts are not forgiving at all. Your graphics have to be 100% on point. Otherwise, you'll see like the fuzziness around it. You'll see any imperfections you're going to see when it's on black, right?
Okay. So when you say that you will be doing it, you're talking maybe 6 months from now, you'll be.
I'm not certain exactly when it will be, but it will be one of our Wednesday classes that we will do.
Okay.
And we will, on the Wednesday class, we will actually take this specific design and we'll break it down to DTF.
Okay.
But if you have questions about that and you need help with it in the meantime, then you can contact one of the coaches or Erica Kane, Coach Corey. And if they have time to actually show you how to do it, then they can actually coach you through basically turning off all of those layers, making it a flat image and making sure that it's clean, because they have experience with sending these off to DTF printers as well. It's a whole class, it's a whole process that I'm gonna have to teach y'all in order to make sure that it meets the requirements for DTF.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, anyone else want to show off?
I don't want to show. I got a question.
Yeah, I did do a class on, I did a whole class on making sure that your image is DTF ready. I can't remember which class it is though. And it's a free video of that class on YouTube. So yeah, you're right, Keisha. I did do a video on that already. So yeah, just look up the word DTF on the Innate Lab channel. Okay. Morticia, go ahead and share your screen, please. And then Erica, you'll be next. Ooh, love it. How do you like your design, Morticia?
I love it. I had
like
a question about, I don't know where it say vibes is this little dot thing. I don't know where that came from.
It's the same on mine.
Okay, that might be that might be something that's actually like showing you. Oh, hold on. Click off of the word vibes. Click on to like color 4, like on your layers panel. Like click here instead. Okay, it's still there. Okay, so double click on vibes. That means it's something inside of that file.
And I tried to go in there and try to remove it, but I couldn't.
Okay, so that is mighty odd. It looks like it's part of the text there. Double click on the T here. And then I want you to go, use your left arrow, go all the way to the left of that V on your keyboard, go all the way to the left. And then go 1 to the right. It looks like a period. Delete that.
Delete the V?
Hit the backspace button. Okay, now type of the letter V again.
I tried that. It didn't work.
Okay, obviously that's a point. That's something that's going on with the font. So let me see something here. It might be something like an extra character. Go up here to glyphs. Click on glyphs. And I've never noticed that about this font if it did have that in there. Like it's putting an extra little symbol in there. So let's scroll down here and let's see if there's an alternative to the V. Scroll down here. Let me get my marker out your way. Scroll down. Okay, scroll back up. Scroll back up to where you see the capital V. Okay, and then I want you to double click on that V right there, that capital V right there. Okay, now I want you to go in front of that one and delete the other V. Crazy stuff, huh? So,
Yeah.
so that's it's an alternative.
Mine's still there. I need help.
Okay,
My little dot's still there.
let go. So you may have even chosen the V that already has that on there. So let's double click. Let's get rid of that. Nope, I didn't tell you to do that yet. That's why you're not following the steps. So what I want you to do is double click on the V. So that V is the V that has the period with it. So there must be an alternative V there. So there must be two V's on this font and one of them has like a period attached to it. That's really odd.
But Keisha says I don't have it.
Well,
maybe she got the alternative V.
Maybe so. I don't. Yeah, Lakeisha, you're right because Emma still has it on hers. Yeah, and I'm not sure why. But if that's the case, if that was truly bothering you, then you may have to choose another font. But just leave it alone for right now, so we can go ahead and move forward.
Also, look how similar they are. Look how similar this is.
Very good. Okay, very good. All right, so yours changed. It's probably something to do with one of the glyphs, and that might even be something with that some of the font designers use to discourage people from using it, and they want you to buy the font. So if you buy it, then it has more variations and it doesn't have some of the issues that they intentionally put into the font. Mm-hmm. So if you like the font well enough, you might actually end up buying it. All right, so or just choosing a alternate font. But this looks really, really good. How you feel about it so far?
I like it. Did you go over how to change the picture in the glasses, or because
no, I didn't.
Okay.
That's going to be something different if you really want to change that. All you're going to do is the same way we double clicked. And how about this? Let's do it right now. Since now y'all decided to stay later with me. I was trying to let y'all go to bed on time, but obviously y'all want to spend a little more time with me. So let's do this. Let's right click on the glasses. And it's the same way you change out the photo. So on the glasses, that's the photo one. Remember, the glasses and the photo are together. Okay, go to that one. Mm-hmm. Double click on the thumbnail there. Now, I didn't tell y'all to have anything saved for this, but right here in this folder, let's say if you select the Jamaican flag there, go ahead and select that layer. Okay, and let's say you want to put the like this is what, Cancun or Mexico or whatever. If you want to put something in there, maybe even photos that they took from the trip or some landscape or something really cool, then you can go to File, Place. So go to File, Place Embedded.
File. What in the world is going on? File, Place Embedded.
Is it freezing up on you?
No,
I'm not seeing it do anything over here. Okay, yep, File, Place Embedded, right there.
Oh, I don't have a picture. Let me.
And that's what I'm saying. So I didn't want to do that. But if you do File, Place Embedded, you can put any image that you want there. It could be a wallpaper image. It doesn't even have to be an image that has to do with the design. It might be just an abstract kind of art feel to it, right? So you can put anything you want inside the sunglasses.
Okay, so what you're saying, underneath these glasses, we would just hit on one of these pictures, whether it's the school or the flag, and just replace the picture.
Like, matter of fact, just put this picture right here for right now, just so you can see what it does. Put that photo because it has a background in it. The track photo.
Oh, where?
Her running. Right here. I think my Zoom is freezing up, but the photo where she's running track, I see it on your screen.
Oh gosh, I don't see it. I'm telling you, I got to get comfortable with this screen sharing thing. I don't know where that picture went. Anyway. Let me see. It's not on my desktop, is it? I don't know where it went.
Was it your file in bed? Well, you know, replace the
Oh,
bed.
you know what? Yeah, let me see. Yep. Where it go? This one. That thing is teeny weeny.
Did Shannon go out?
I don't know.
So I did go ahead and kick Shannon out. So
I'll have to
I'm gonna
lock
stop
it in.
sharing the screen, and
Hello, I
Adam,
need
I
everybody.
told you.
you should be able to go ahead and put that in, correct? Morticia?
Wait, I don't have to
What's
go on.
that?
Okay.
So
So my loves, it looks like, go ahead and start the video for me. So it looks like we're having issues over here with the internet. Okay, so it's kicking us off, probably telling us it's time for bed. But I did want to let you know that you can place an image in there, and it's not letting my computer back on right now. So if you want to place your image in there, you can, and it will show up inside of the sunglasses. If y'all want to do that as homework and play with it, there you go. Then go ahead and play. Okay. But that's all we're going to do for now, because I believe, oh, is it letting y'all see the screen?
I'm gonna share my screen.
Woo, look at you. Look at it.
I'm ready to crush this school year.
Yes, yes. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome work, E.
Okay, now y'all can go to sleep
Listen.
now.
We're going to do a little something with that right now. I love it.
Thank you.
Anyone else want to share, since it's not letting me share my screen? Anyone else want to share their screen? right
Okay,
now?
I apologize. I will let you. Just give me 1
Okay,
second.
so-
I got control now, Sugarfoot. Hold on.
Leave stuff alone, because
I
that's the only one I
can't
can see
hear
on.
them.
Okay, because I have the
All
volume turned
right.
on. Let me turn it on.
All right, Corey, go ahead and share your screen since you want to go ahead and show your stuff.
And really, I don't
Thank
think
you,
anyone
everyone.
else
Thank
is
you.
talking. That's why you may not hear anything. Okay. So anyone else want to share? Feel free. Ooh, look at this, Coach Corey. Yes,
That's cute.
I'm ready to go to the Bahamas right now.
You know, that's just a
Right
tease,
now.
because that's where she going in a couple weeks. That's just a tease.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now,
Don't
why
try to
isn't
be
it?
quiet.
Okay, you know what? Hold on a second, because it's not showing the image. Hold on a second. I gotta be
Okay.
able to let y'all. Okay, there it goes. I see it now. I see it. Woo! This is tough right here. Great work, Coach Corey. Anyone else want to? And I think E, if you have the control right now, you have the
I
control to
do.
change
So who
the
else want to
here.
share? Go ahead
I
and
want
do
to show
so.
mine.
Okay. So Emma would like a chance to show hers. So let's go to your Zoom and go ahead and do your share screen.
Okay. Let me just share this real quick. Share
And then just put screen 1, or you can do that one and hit share.
and share.
There it is. So we have Raptor vibes. Look,
I can't see.
No, Emma, no, stop. That's what I'm telling you. That's why you're messing up. When you're
Uh-oh.
sharing on Zoom, you will not be able to see the Zoom screen. So whatever you see is what everyone else sees. So you don't move it.
We
This is what
can't.
everyone sees right now.
Okay, now we can see it.
And then see, you have your secondary color is white. You won't see white if you print on a black t-shirt.
It's not really white. It's more of like a pastel mint green.
Your color number 2 is white. So if you don't want it to be white, then you have to change your color number 2.
I'm pretty sure.
It's white.
I thought I made that mint green.
No,
I'm so
it's
confused.
actually pure white. So you changed one of them to mint green, but the other one is not. So let me just change it to purple so you can see what that would look like. And let's close it out. Say yes. Let's just like the purple there. And you'll see those elements where it was white that you could barely see will now change to purple.
Oh, it looks so much better.
There you go. So that's your color too. All right. So go ahead and
Nice
start the screen
job.
share.
Your thing.
Anyone else want to share a screen before we
All
leave
right,
tonight?
Davina, go ahead and share your
Hello, how are
screen.
you?
Keisha?
Okay.
All
Hold
right,
on.
Nicole says looks great, Emma.
Thank you, Nicole.
Awesome.
It's 11.
Yep, you can share in the group. I want everyone. Everyone, y'all share in the group. Share the great work that you're doing.
Oh,
Graphic. Yes, this is
Hold
Black
on,
Girl
wait a minute.
Magic.
Time out, time out,
No.
time
So
out.
what time zone you're on?
Okay. Hold on, I meant, hold on. Wait a minute.
This
That
is
was just, there
absolutely
you
gorgeous.
go.
I
Okay.
love it.
Davina, are you unmuted? I'm
Looks
sorry if I
good. Looks good,
muted you.
Davina.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know what
Girl.
was going on. I was
I'm
muted.
still
I'm
wondering
unmuted
why
now.
we can't.
You and
I
me
don't know,
both.
baby. I don't know. We're just
Okay.
gonna get through it. If Zoom is trying to test us tonight, we're gonna make sure that we're not gonna let it frustrate us, and we'll still be
Isn't she?
productive.
You know what? That
Okay,
song
Denise
popped up
wants
in my
to
head.
share.
Isn't she
Erica, can you make that
lovely?
happen for me?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
All right.
Just so y'all know, we can't hear you speak. We can only see your chat.
Okay, calm down. It's okay.
I'm just putting it out there.
All right. I'm sure they can.
So, I guess the next person.
Teresa. Teresa.
Mm-hmm.
Want to
Denise.
share?
Oh, Denise, let's get
Oh,
it.
she
Woo!
changes so much.
Yes, this looks good. I love it.
Thanks.
Mike's auto fashion share.
I love it. Well, your number one investor is about to be real proud. This looks really good.
It is nice.
Awesome job.
I like how she wanted to be different and change the fonts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Thanks.
Okay. Good job. Okay. So let's see. Anyone else want to share screens?
Somebody next.
Before we close out for tonight.
I don't see any.
Oh, this looks good.
That's nice.
Bugs is back. I love it.
That's nice.
LaPortia, you did your thing.
He missing his eyeball
Good
a little
job,
bit.
good job.
Get background remove.
All right, everybody make sure that
She's
y'all are
talking
saving.
about the eye, how she couldn't fix the eye.
It's okay. I won't be able, since I can't hear. I think we need to go ahead and call it a night tonight. We're about an hour over time too. So let's go ahead and save things. If we need some help, go ahead and put what help you need, like post it inside the NA Creators Facebook group.
Okay.
And then say, hey, I need a little help here. What happened was remove BG, probably remove the whites of the eyes, and you have to build that white back up. Okay. Oh, ship. It's a cousin's trip. Woo!
That's nice,
I love
Tanisha.
all of the variations here. This is amazing.
That's nice.
Tanisha, you're going to be able to, this is going to be a hot one, baby, a hot one.
Thank you. How can I get my trees to be green?
Good job, love. Good job.
You would probably have
make
to
sure
rewatch.
Everyone's saving. When you save, and you save.
Sorry, I have to mute her, but you will have to go ahead and rewatch the video or double click on the leaves to, to go ahead and change it. Sorry for muting you, Shannon, but I had to mute you, girl. But let's go to someone else next. Teresa. Shannon probably be like, oh, she muted me.
He's muting me. Stop muting me. Stop muting me. Teresa, this looks so good. This looks amazing. And you put the school in the sunglasses. Hey, somebody should do a design that says, my future's so bright, I got to wear shades. And that will be an excellent job for, and it's not even just for seniors, but especially for seniors. And then you can put whatever you want inside of those shades. Come on now. But this is amazing. So 2023, this graduation season, whew, they ain't gonna know what to do with you. They're gonna be sick of you. To prepare to be sick of you. This is amazing.
That is nice, Teresa.
Everyone came up with something very unique based on the very same template. And this is what I'm telling you: work smart, not hard. Excellent work. Excellent work. Love you. All right, loves. Was Nikita, you wanted to share?
Oh, Nikita.
Erica said bye. Erica ready to go.
Yep.
No, if someone else want to share, y'all go ahead and
Everyone
share.
that wanted to share got a chance to
Shannon
share.
can't hear us, so
Nikita,
come on
go
and
ahead
share,
your
y'all.
screen. And I think that'll be the last one, love. If that wasn't yours already shared, I don't think it was.
Nikita, anybody want to share? Y'all come on and share. Shannon can't hear us, so.
Pam.
Well, we have Pam.
Come on, Pam. Pam, you've been quiet all night. Come on and show us what you're working with. Woo! Las Vegas birthday trip. Look at how creative y'all are being with these themes. Come on now. And these colors are so dope.
It's so
beautiful,
bright and
beautiful. Yes, I love it.
I like how she never used the same color twice.
Las Vegas birthday trip. I love it. Great job. Make sure that y'all save this work now. File save.
All right, next.
Good deal.
No, everybody gonna share tonight.
I think she already shared.
Okay.
But Felicia wants to share too.
Okay, go ahead and share. Anybody that wants to share, go ahead and share now so that when we close out the screen share, it'll show the next person's. Because I know we're all excited, but I know some of us are really tired too.
Felicia.
Ooh, Felicia. Awesome. Come on, Bikini Bottom.
That's
Make
cute.
sure to take a vacation to Bikini Bottom.
Wait,
I love it. Well, it's his place on SpongeBob. But this looks good. I love the theme, Felicia. Great work. Look, y'all are getting serious with this thing now. Y'all are showing out.
Katina, the next person.
Katina says you scared to share. Y'all snap. Katina, you snap too. Go ahead and show us what you're working with.
Nikita, somebody share.
Show off.
She can't hear us.
Show off. Go
I'm the
off.
host.
Come on.
I'm the host.
While we're still have a little bit of energy in here.
Oh.
Go ahead and show us what you're working on.
Oh.
I got kicked off on my other screen. That's why she couldn't share.
Okay, I got you. Ooh, Katina, thank you for sharing.
That is cute.
This is, I would never have thought this was a remembrance design.
Yeah,
this looks
that's
amazing.
Nice. That's nice.
This is gonna be like such an honor to the family, such an honor to her loved ones. And I love that you put the clouds inside the sunglasses. Katina, this is gorgeous. This is very.
And you talking about what? You ain't we
not,
showing out. You showing
out. I don't know
out
if it's in your family, but if so, my condolences. I really do like. I love this design. You put your heart into it. This is beautiful. Gorgeous.
And then Katina, real quick.
Good job, love. Good job. See, we're over here like you're pulling things out of your mind and bringing them to fruition, and your clients are going to love what you're doing, and you're not having to work hard. You're able to work smart. And that's all that I'm trying to pull out of you tonight. And for this whole challenge is that we have ways to work with things that are not going to wear us out, but are going to actually allow us to make more money, spend less time, and enjoy the experiences that we want to enjoy as entrepreneurs. So hopefully all these vacation images y'all are working on and all these beautiful images, we get to start taking some of these vacations and seeing some of these things in real life. Nikita, yes, baby, yes. Yes, and you put the high school name on there. Perfect. This, as soon as you,
I didn't have a picture put in the sunglasses, so
as soon as you market this design, let me know if nobody responds and says they want this. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say, hey, your internet must be off. You must be sharing to private and not global. Like really and truly, everything that everyone worked on tonight is marketable, and somebody will want to buy it when they see it. I'm telling y'all did excellent
Alyssa.
Work. Alyssa, yes, baby.
So
college bound, class of 2023. Yes.
There's a lot of classes here.
I love it.
That's nice.
Y'all showing out.
I love the colors.
Y'all ain't ready to go to bed. Y'all gonna be staying up making shirts tonight. I love it. I absolutely love it. Y'all are doing the work. You're doing the work. This is it. This is what I want to see. We're only halfway through the week, y'all. This is only Wednesday. We halfway through the challenge. We just got over the hump day of the challenge. We still have Thursday and Friday. Y'all don't even know what y'all are going to be able to achieve in 2 more days of pushing your best work. Y'all are going to kill it.
They really live up to their nickname, Innate Creatives.
Innate Creatives, right. Emma says y'all are living up to it. And that is a great compliment because Emma is very critical.
Yeah,
I love it. Nikita says this is going to take over template 125. Y'all giving template 125 a run for its money.
Anybody else that wants to share?
Anyone else wants to share? I think we're going to go ahead and shut it down. It's 11:11, y'all.
When are you
Angel
gonna
number
post this video? Because I
11.
need it tonight.
11:11, y'all. I want to make sure that y'all.
Well, you know
y'all
she can't
think
hear
on the
you, so
blessings,
you have to
be
message
grateful
me.
have.
It'll
Let's
be
practice an attitude of gratitude
it'll
tonight.
be I want to say
And
maybe
at all
later
times, but attitude of gratitude. Y'all
or
did a beautiful job.
sometime tomorrow. We have to wait until the actual video
I want us
upload. So the
be
longer
grateful
we
no
be
matter
on
what's
here, the
happening
longer
right
it's
now.
gonna be.
And let's prepare
So
for the best.
yeah.
Let's prepare for the best.
So
Okay?
all right,
People say,
everybody,
listen,
since Shannon
you hope for
cannot
the best
hear
and
us,
prepare for the worst. No, we're gonna prepare for the best. We're gonna hope for the best and prepare for the best. Okay.
y'all make sure
So
y'all
here it
save
is.
y'all
This is where
work.
we are
Do a
tonight.
little
I'm gonna let
postage
y'all go for
in the
tonight. You
group.
know how you tell your friends, like when they're talking real long on the phone, you're like,
Hey,
all right, I'm gonna
everybody
let you
put in the
go.
chat.
Wait a minute, let
Bye.
me go.
Tell
Yes,
Shannon
I'm gonna
bye.
let y'all go.
Get off the
I
phone.
appreciate y'all. I love you dearly. And until next time,
Bye.
bye.
Look at the amount of bye.
They can't hear us. This is so funny,
No,
y'all.
y'all.
This is
Good
so
night,
funny.
good night.
This is
night.
hilarious.
Now
And she
leave.
look, she gonna hang
Bye.
up and I'ma still be on.
Erica, you are a mess, girl.
I am hilarious. Oh my gosh.
If she watches the replay, she'll hear it all.
Wait, let me see if she shut down YouTube. Oh no, YouTube is still on. But no, for real, I'm gonna let y'all go. And when this video is loaded, I will go ahead and add it to the into the course. Okay. I haven't even configured my settings. Miss Jones, you gotta message me because I can't keep this video longer than what it needs to be. So go ahead and message me. I'll get you straightened out. So you guys have a good night and be safe. Now y'all can hang up.
Message you where? On Facebook?
Yeah. Yep, in the Innate Creators Facebook group. Erica Kane, not Kane Erica, but the Erica Kane. Goodbye, good peoples. I don't want to hang up in y'all face, but if I got to.
Erica, I do need to speak with you, but I'll message you.
Oh Lord, who's that? Okay.
You know this is wonderful.
Girl, look, everybody be hollering about. Bye, y'all. Let me wait. Wait a minute. Did she? Child, she didn't record this? You a lie. Oh well.